offering an affordable full-service funeral for only $3,595. This package will save you and your family thousands of dollars and will give your loved one the first-class funeral they deserve. Heritage Funeral Home and Cremation Services also offers a variety of cremation options. Just stop by their office, 1300 North Lottie, to learn more, or call 405-424-5100. That's 424-5100 for Chris and Christy Harrison at Heritage Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations to serve you. They're now open at Midwest City and still in their Edmond location. Big O's Pork and Dreams feature a menu with your favorite meats, briskets, ribs, pulled pork, chicken, hot links, and more. Big O's has their signature loaded smoked potato with the famous fat butt, also known as the Big Nasty. It's a loaded tater with a spare rib on top. Try Big O's loaded steak fries and barbecue pizza. Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations in the metro. In Midwest City, 6003 Southeast 15th, and in Edmond, 285 South Santa Fe Avenue. And both dining rooms have active pure technology to reduce over 99.9% bacteria, viruses, and more. And that's air you can trust. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays, 11 a.m. until the meat runs out. Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations, Midwest City and Edmond. Come get you one of these taters.
Life doesn't wait when you're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in Action, helping you get back in action.
Oklahoma City,
yes, sir,
loves Travel Stop and Country Stores and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Are proud partners in recognizing outstanding high school students who are setting the standards in and out of their classrooms. With our 2022-2023 Student of the Month program, each month a chosen high school student will be selected for Student of the Month. The winner will automatically qualify to be selected for Student of the Year. For winning Student of the Year, the recipient will win a $10,000 scholarship paid directly to a college of their choice. Please take time to nominate a student who exemplifies outstanding characteristics in the classroom and as a citizen in our community. Just go online to theblackchronicle.com. That's blackchronicle.com to nominate a student for the Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores Student of the Month. Rules and regulations apply.
Are you in need of someone making your lawn look good? Have you ever seen a lawn with a blue or green paint on it and wondered what that was? The blue and green paint is a weed killer chemical that will make your lawn look green, full, and healthy. Oh, and will kill the weeds too. Do you want your home lawn or company lawn to look green, full, and healthy? Then call the professionals at A+ Lawn Service. Right now, they're offering a weed killer special of $49 for a standard home lot, front and back, or $225 per acre if you have a large area you'd like serviced. Owner Milo Wilson and his company have been servicing OKC for over 10 years. And they offer lawn services, landscaping, and much more. Call 405-767-3382. That's 767-3382 for A+ Lawns and Services.
It's time for pregame Langston University football. You can hear LU football only right here on Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140.
Test 1, 2. Good evening, and welcome to L.W. Good Football Stadium on the campus of Millwood High School. I know everybody heard the Langston, but it is high school football night, and it is myself here with, of course, Director of Operations, Coach Shannon Hayes. Good evening to you, Coach Hayes. How are you doing, sir?
Man, good evening, Mo. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, you know what they say. Sometimes you don't know what it takes for you to get here.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir.
We're going to have some great football tonight. Now, we're going to have a limited pregame here this evening, but Scott City, the Beavers from Kansas, are here this evening for what I call a breakthrough series between the two. Can you tell the listeners real quick, Coach Hayes, how this all came to fruition that Scott City will be playing Millwood tonight?
So how it happened was that actually we should be playing Clinton this week. but we had issues the last 2 years. First year was COVID, so we didn't get to play them, and then last year, we had to take care of some academic issues with our students, and so it was their homecoming. And so they were like, man, we don't know if we want to continue that. So we understood, and so we decided that we needed to transition out and find another opponent with it. But it happened so late that we didn't get a chance to really kind of communicate with any of the in-state schools. So we put it out on the OCA website and said, hey, we're looking for a game this week. And then actually athletic director, Mr. Dirk, called me, and I was like, nah, man, you look too far. And so I was like, I don't know if we can do something like that. And so it was between them and Ardmore, and those were the two schools. And so after I got off the phone, I said, you know what, let me talk with my coach and see before I say no. And so I talked with Coach Franklin, and he's like, this may be a good opportunity, because they could match our schedule, or we didn't have to go with them first. We could still have a home game here, and then next year travel to Scott City, Kansas. And so looking forward to it. Got a chance to meet some administration before the game, and we're excited. So we put it on the schedule,
I thought when I first saw it, when I first saw the schedule this year, I thought it was a misprint because I said, okay, Scott City, and I'm looking at Oklahoma, 72 counties. I'm like, okay, where did we find? I said, there's so many private schools and things opening up that I said it could be anyone who could actually play.
Yeah.
But then looking at things a little different, I saw Kansas, and I'm saying, man, this is big time. Reason why is nowadays elite programs play competition from out of state. It iron sharpens iron, and when you play a good program, it's a measuring stick. Now, folks around here may take a minute to get used to that, but when we used to see Millwood, the object of seeing like Douglas used to take on Booker T and other things like that, and those cross-state rivals were huge. But when you take it across the state line, you opening up the door to something brand new and exciting. And I'm just excited for the student athletes that get to participate in this. And I'm sure the Scott City athletes are equally excited about this.
Yeah. Like I say, we talked with the administration before, got a chance to sit down, and they just said, yeah, we got a chance to look, and they were amazed with our history and just kind of researched on us, and we got a chance to look at them. And so it's really a great opportunity for us to kind of give us a measuring stick where we are, in-state and out-of-state, and so as well as for them as well to kind of see how they kind of measure up with different, border states. And so I think, it's a great opportunity, and we match up in terms of size as well. So it's not like a 6A school playing a 2A school. I mean, we're pretty much comfortable in terms of numbers on the sideline, so it should be a pretty good matchup.
And I'm equally excited about that because they traveled well, too. And I was really nice to hear the facilities for the Falcons were open early today to accommodate the traveling for those folks that had to do that. And I think we have treated them as they are in their powder blue and white, looking very much like a Tar Heel out here. But the Beavers were treated extremely well. Yep. And I'm not saying we expect that, but it's just the table has been set. We did the right way, the right things. And I think this is going to be something that their fans should be excited about, and seeing us travel to Scott City next year.
Yeah, because, when I was talking to their administrator, he was like, he said, our folks will travel. He said, as a matter of fact, when they get an opportunity to come to a new city, some of them are like making this a weekend event, so they're coming up and got to stay over the weekend and travel back on Sunday. So any opportunity they get a chance, and so, you'll have a lot more than what is anticipated. And we even got an email from a local teacher who's from Scott City, Kansas, and she's like, hey, that's my alma mater. I want to come. How I get a ticket? So they're going to have some local that's going to be supporting them as well.
And the fact that it's close by states, it's not that far of a drive. It's a reasonable drive. But the thing about it is it's exciting to see this go into play. So with that being said, want to make sure we thank our sponsors for tonight's game, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores is a proud sponsor of Millwood football. Love's is a proud community sponsor of Millwood football and basketball all season long. SSM Health at St. Anthony. Let the orthopedic experts at SSM Health help you at Bone and Joint Hospital. Help people get moving again. Call for an appointment today, 405-218-2530. That's 218-2530. We're about moments away from kickoff. The Falcons entered tonight's contest with a record of 1-1 after an impressive showing at the Soul Bowl last week by the score of 45-0 over the Trojans. Opening up first week with a loss to Heritage Hall, but the team came out with a lot of intensity in last week's game, Coach Hayes, and I thought it did the team well to go ahead and play in front of a crowd like that. Gets them ready for a game like this tonight.
And actually that came during the Heritage Hall game. The kids grew up, they got confidence. I mean, Heritage Hall is definitely a good, talented team, but I think the kids realized by having the ball at the last possession and not finishing it, they felt that, hey, they had it in their hands, and they had that confidence going into that Douglas game, saying, you know what, we can do this. We just got to clean up some mistakes, and they did that, and they came out and they executed well.
Now, with that being said, coming in tonight, Scott City is 2-0. They're coming off a 4-6 season last year, similar to what the Falcons are, and now they're looking to redefine themselves, a younger team, a little bit more seasoned, trying to see what they're going to do to play a little bit better tonight. They're a physical team, like to play between the numbers. They don't want to shy away from those hits. They're going to try and drive you to the ground. I expect the Falcons to be game in and ready tonight.
Yeah, when I looked at some of the film, I got a chance last night to look at some of their tape, and they kind of remind me of Davis. And so, and they're physical, and they have that wishbone type package and different things. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, this definitely looks like a Davis team. So, I think we definitely should be up for the test. I think it's going to be in the trenches. It's going to determine where we are in terms of physicality, and how we win that will determine, the outcome, I believe, in this game.
Now, coming into tonight, the Falcons, as kickoff tonight, game time temperature will be about 89 degrees at kickoff. It shall drop really quick. It'll be upper 70s by the time we get into the 8:30, 9 o'clock. So around third, fourth quarter, a nice coolness will set over.
Yeah.
We start talking here at Leotis Robinson Field tonight. So we're set to kick things off, and the Falcons are ready to put it in play. They're going to kick it off, and Scott City, the Beavers, will get the first action of the night. And we're set, and it's time to get things going. Kickoff is away, and the kick is going to drift out of bounds. It's going to create our first penalty of the night. It'll be 1st and 10 Beavers from the 35-yard line. Scott City's had two back-to-back good games. They played better in the second game than they did the first. According to the coaching staff and some of the folks I've talked to, they're liking the confidence the team is beginning to play with. They thought it was infectious, and they're looking to see if that will travel here tonight.
Yeah, I watched some of that film, but our athleticism, I didn't see much of that in the first two games that they played, and so I think that we kind of with our speed will be a challenge to them.
Now we're set to go. The quarterback for the Beavers tonight is number 3, Dylan Metzer. He is a senior quarterback, and we're getting ready to start things off, and it looks like the coaching staff here is trying to – the official did not mark the ball correctly. It should be 1st and 10 from the 35. And so now we got things lined up the way it's supposed to be, 1st and 10 for the Falcons from that standpoint.
So I'm hoping tonight that our boys on defense will stay. They got to be disciplined because they do a lot of misdirection in the backfield to try to confuse, allow kids to overcommit, and hopefully get some breaks. So we'll see how we do here.
Metzer hands the ball off to Rutger. He goes up the middle, nothing doing there. The hole was there, and Carlos Strong was really good on the play and took him down to keep that as a no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. We are officially 11:52 starting off here in the first quarter tonight. Scott City, Kansas. The Beavers taking on the mighty Millwood Falcons. All right, coming to the line. They actually do a traditional huddle, folks, and handing the ball up the middle again and trying to do a little ground and pound as the ball is handed off to what will be, looks like number 44, Jackson Rumford. And it looks like we have a hurt player on the field right now. That looks to be number 70, Adrian Elder, who is on the ground right now getting looked at by the Scott City staff. And you hate that. It's just the first series, and the teams are trying to figure things out. Yeah. So as we have a stoppage in action right here, I want to thank some of our other sponsors for tonight. Big O's Pork and Dreams. I also want to thank First Security Bank, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, A-Plus Lawn Service and owner Milo Wilson. Also want to thank the Millwood Enrichment Foundation and Super Prep, who is also here this evening. So we're standing here at this game tonight, and you really want the teams to have an opportunity to have an opening set, have a chance to try to get some momentum going early. And early injuries are part of things, and, didn't really get a chance. But one thing we did see as they were trying to set things up, Coach Hayes, is they wanted to go directly to the ground. That's two straight running plays.
Yeah, and if you notice the defense, I mean, it's literally like they're less than 5 yards off the ball. I mean, even your cornerbacks are packed in. Looks like he's running a 5-3 defense over there, and so they only have one spread out on the left side, but it's really like they know it's going to be a run. And just looking at the film, I mean, the quarterback doesn't do a lot of passes, and even when he did, some of them didn't connect. So I think we know it's going to be a run.
Yeah, I think that we're not going to have any, as they say, any secrets about what's about to come down the pipe.
Yeah.
When you talk about Davis football is what I call bend and try to break you, offense. In other words, you know what they're doing. The question is, can you stop it for 4 quarters?
Yeah.
You may look good in the first quarter. You might even look good in the second quarter. You might even look slightly good in the third quarter. But in the fourth quarter, as the night wanes on, the physicality of the game begins to take over, and all of a sudden those 2-3 yard runs become 7, 8, 9, 10 yard runs. Sometimes it grows into big chunk plays, and they can really take it down the field.
Yeah, and time of possession, and that's pretty much the thing. So if they continue to keep time of possession, wear you down like that in fourth quarter, they can be able to accomplish what they want. And so, like I say, when you play a defense where you're in the first 5 yards, if they get past that first wave, there's nobody back. So you got to kind of be careful in terms of that. So hopefully they'll keep a free safety somewhat in the middle of the field that has that speed that can kind of get that angle to maybe track just in case one breaks every now and then. So it's going to be shocked to see what they do here on this third down.
He was able to finally walk off under his own power, and that was number 70. That was Adrian Elder.
Yeah.
So we're now back to live action, and here comes the Beavers. And again, in a wing T formation, if you will. Pass over the middle of the field, and that pass is going to be intercepted. And that looks like Jaden Nickens gets up and brings it down. Jaden Nickens is really coming on. He's really becoming a ball hawk. And, it sometimes leads to risky technique, but the reward sometimes is outstanding. And a momentum play early on as Jaden Nickens picks it off on the opening series, 1st and 10. Now Falcons from the 41-yard line.
Yeah, fundamentals, going to the highest point. It was almost like he was a receiver on that. With his vertical leap, he was able to get that, and that's amazing. Good start for our Falcons.
C.J. Turnbull now with the ball. 4 receivers. Twins to the right side, and Turnbull gets it. Actually ends up being a late delayed snap, and it ends up in the hands of Mr. Ricky Hunt Jr., who burst ahead for a gain of 8. Nobody can make a bad play look like a good play like Ricky Hunt.
Well, I can't say if it was supposed to be that or not, but it worked. So we'll take that.
According to Coach Hayes, run that again.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Shotgun formation, single back, receivers, trips to the left side of the field for Turnbull. Turnbull calls Nickens in motion across the formation, high snapped, and on a wide receiver reverse play, tries to get it around on a jet sweep and takes it out for a 5-6 yard gain. Make that a 7-yard gain, but it will be a first down for the Falcons as they take the ball out to the 38-yard line, and the Falcons are set to work here. Little side-to-side motion there, and great job by Jaden Nickens.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, he was able to fight to a couple of those tackles, didn't get around and get that seal on the edge there for him, so he could have got it clean to that second level. But great one, and good physicality from him.
4 receivers now. High snap, dropping back in the pocket. Turnbull's going to put it up. Has a receiver open deep on the outside and just out of the outstretched arms of Xavier Thompson, who was running down the seam on a 9 route, and the pass is incomplete.
Got to keep him honest.
Second down, and that's what you do. I love duck, duck, goose football.
Yes. Xavier, man, had an amazing game last week, and so continue to expect great things from him. Great young man. So I think he slowed down a little bit. We'll just say it that way.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if he trusted CJ's arm, but now he will know. 4 receivers, trips to the left side. Turnbull in shotgun formation. Ball is snapped. Turnbull puts it in the belly. And a ball fake. He eludes one defender. Is going to throw the ball deep down the sideline. And wide open again is Xavier Thompson running down the sideline. And again, incomplete. But what a job by C.J. Turnbull in the pocket. He put it in the belly of Ricky Hunt Jr., pulled it out. There was a Scott Beaver in the backfield. He was able to elude him, pulled it back. And Xavier was running so open, he created his own zip code.
Yeah, but C.J. need to put a little more air on it. You know, when you're throwing those long bombs, you got to allow them an opportunity to come up under it. So I think it was too direct. But, man, that was a great play if we'd have had that one.
4 receivers again, 2 split on either side, pass across the middle. And that time he did not bounce off that left foot, so he kind of one-armed it, and it kind of bounced off the carpet. So 4th down, 3 straight passes, and now the Falcons will punt the ball away. But the Falcons had 2 opportunities on that for a big play, and you got to be excited about what you saw there.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Xavier, both times Xavier, you know, and so they're going to come back to that play again. I believe that their cornerbacks don't have any answer for our receivers.
And a low snap on the punt. And this time the Beavers get in the backfield and break it up. Jace Thomas shot through there like a cannon. And as the ball was rolling around on the carpet and trying to find it on there was William Mays. He couldn't get his hands on it.
That was Carter.
Oh, it was Carter. Okay,
yes,
Carter couldn't get his hands on it. And eventually, by the time he finally looks up, he ends up finding 2 Beavers on top of him.
Yeah, I think he took his eyes off the ball before he caught it. So that was one of them things I think he just needed to focus on that, was wondering more about where he was kicking it. But that's all right. Let's see what our defense can do here.
All right, going to work. Again, the wing T formation, and before action gets started, they're going to blow it dead for a false start penalty.
False start on the left tackle there. Trying to get, because he's a pull. He had to pull, and so he was trying to get over there quick enough, and so got a little early start.
Now, so that's going to move the ball back into the Millwood, I'd say 48-yard line. 1st down and 15 now for the Beavers. So the opening series for the Beavers there, they had 3 plays and out. The Falcons got a 1st down and they were out. And now again, the Falcons into the backfield, and down goes number 15, who is the ball carrier on that. That was Lawson Bailey with no room to operate. The Falcons flooded that backfield, Coach Hayes, and brought him down.
Yeah, that was Searles over there, man. I've heard a lot of good things about him this summer, that he's really grown up and has excelled. And so, yeah, he pretty much hit that gap and exploded out before it got a chance to get started.
All right, now going to work now. Ball is snapped, and now rolling to the left side. Has to unload it. Nice little pass in the backfield. And it's going to be a gain of 2 yards as he completes the pass to Lawson Bailey. A nice way to evade the pressure by Dylan Metzger. And it's going to end up being 3rd down at about 16 now. 9:33 to go before the end of the first quarter. 0-0 is our score on a beautiful Friday night here at L.W. Good on the campus of Millwood High School.
So now when I was talking about that Davis-style football, this is where it doesn't work for you. So now what do you have up with a play here when you're 3rd and almost 16 yards? How do you man that one? So,
all right, ball snapped, and now Metzger rolls to the outside. Carlos Strong puts an hand on him, and he tries to find some space to operate, but the Falcon penetration is not giving him much options. Usually as a quarterback, when you run an an offensive sequence like that, Coach, you really want to create some misdirection and keep the defense at bay. But right now, the Falcons are showing great discipline, going right up the gap and giving him no space to operate.
Yeah, because he had a receiver open downfield, and so we're glad that he wasn't able to get there and see that. Beautiful kick.
The punt is away. It takes a Beaver bounce, and then it's going to be marked dead inside the 10-yard line. And what a kick there by number 31. He did a great job of I want to say it might have been Colin McDaniel. I think that's who it was. The ball skipped off the carpet. He maintained composure and still put his foot in that ball.
He did. He did a good job.
That was a kick of almost 38 to 39 yards that pins the Falcons inside the 10-yard line. 8:30 to go, second Falcon possession of the night. 0-0 is the score, and let's see what Coach Batson and Coach Franklin draw up on this sequence here. I think you got to play a little safe here.
Well, let's see. You know, I don't know if they have a script of first 15 plays. Let's see what happens here, you know.
All right, now going to work. We have the pistol formation, and this time the Beavers shoot the gap and cut him down in the backfield before Ricky Hunt could get the car out of the garage. He's down in the backfield, losing a loss about 4 yards.
Yeah, they hit those gaps hard, and our line's got a block better up their front. They got to at least get a couple of seconds to give him a chance. I'm thankful we got at least good exchange before they got through there.
Yeah, right now you're talking about if nothing changes in field position, you're kicking from out of your end zone. And crazy things happen when you're down in your own end zone. So this time we have a full house backfield again. 2 receivers split. All right, Carter comes across the formation in motion. High snap, but Turnbull is able to maintain it. Throws it to the outside, and he again tries to get it in the hands of Xavier Thompson. Incomplete. That's 3 times they haven't been able to connect. I'm sure if we keep at it, there will be an opportunity tonight.
It's going to connect. It's going to connect. Yes.
So it's going to be 3rd down. And this one here, do you play it conservative, Coach, or do you put a little bit more juice and try to go for something here?
Where our defense is playing, we may have to play a little conservative. I would, since our defense is doing a great job right now, and just kind of don't do something unless it gives us an opportunity to. So,
single back formation, 3 receivers, twins to the right side. CJ has it, steps back in the pocket, pressure up the middle, spins out of trouble. He's scrambling and then puts it up the field, and that pass is finally caught by Xavier Thompson at the 26-yard line. What a play. It's a Falcon 1st down. What a job. Can you call CJ Houdini? Because I don't know. He had 4 defenders around him, and poof, he wasn't there. And then finds Xavier Thompson, who did the right thing, came back to his quarterback and made himself available for a big play for the
and
Falcons.
CJ put it in that pocket. I like how he's able to drop it right over that defenders. Did an amazing job.
High snap. Ricky Hunt knows what to do with it when he gets his hands on it and bursts ahead. Ricky Hunt can take a bad situation and make it good.
Well, you got 2 quarterbacks back there now. He played quarterback last year, so just pick whichever one you want to be quarterback that series.
All right, and Ricky Hunt's going to end up getting a gain of 4. And once again, whether it was a call or not, Coach Hayes likes it. We can continue to run it. So now, going to work right now, we've got 3 receivers, twins to the left, single back formation, Seagay and shotgun. Xavier comes across the formation, ball fake in the hands of Ricky Hunt. Ricky Hunt's at the 40, spins, and for a gain of 10 yards out to the 41-yard line. Millwood 1st down.
Now that was great play. Sealed out. They went on Carlos's side. Man, that was amazing that he got his block off and gave him an opportunity for his running back to get through there. So getting a little momentum. Let's see how we take this and continue to go.
That's a Harrison Heritage Funeral Home 1st down, by the way. 3 receivers now, twins to the right side, single back formation. And Cyril Sumbath comes across the formation of the jet sweep, tries to turn the corner, finds a little daylight, makes a man miss, makes 2 men miss, and before he's finally knocked down after a gain of 8, another successful jet sweep. That was a Cyril Sumbath jet sweep on that play.
Yeah, that was. I think
But there's a flag on the play. And it looks like it's coming back. It's marked against the Falcons here. And it looks like it was in the mark of, is it holding? And it is holding against the Falcons. So it's the Falcons' first penalty of the night. We've got 1 penalty for each team. And the penalty, again, the great thing about holding, sometimes, it's where the holding takes place. It's marked off from. So the holding penalty was marked off from basically midfield. And it takes the ball back inside the 40-yard line back to the 37. So 1st down and 13 now for the Falcons.
I thought it should be 1st down 11, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll take it.
Okay, well, math tends to be funny sometimes. All right, the ball's in the hands of Ricky Hunt. Ricky Hunt goes for a gain of 2 yards, setting up 2nd down and 12. And Coach Hayes, I think you're absolutely right. It's just where you count from. And so from where the official counted from, it was 10 yards from where I'm supposed to count from here. Okay, that's where it was. But you're right. It ended up sounding like a 13-yard penalty. But anyway. So nevertheless, it's 2nd down and 12. We're at 6:14 to go in the first. Maurice Prince and Coach Hayes on the call this evening. And the ball is CJ with a quarterback sweep coming to the outside and a gain of 7 yards, taking the ball to the 47-yard line. Nice gain on the play as he called his own number, 3rd down and short yardage.
I wonder when they was going to add that package in there. And I thought maybe they make to the 2nd quarter, but that's another arsenal there. I mean, you've got 2 running backs, you've got the receivers now, even with his legs. They're now going to have so many more choices to choose.
You've got, as you said before, you've got 2 quarterbacks in the backfield, 2 potential runners in the backfield. That's called endless options.
Yes.
All right, 3 receivers, twins to the left side. in shotgun. Hip pocket to CJ's right is Ricky Hunt. Third down and short yardage, and Ricky Hunt gets his number called. And there's going to be a flag that comes in, and I don't think that was Ricky Hunt with the carry. That might have been
Miko.
I think that was Big Meech on the carry on that one, so let me correct that. And we want to send a shout-out this evening to one of Millwood's own getting recognized tonight on the big level. Our normal host of the evening, who you're willingly filling in for tonight, Mr. Gary Woods, is supporting his brother, who is being honored tonight at the Oklahoma State Hall of Fame. Rashawn Woods, congratulations to you.
Yes, man, it's a great honor, man. Just proud of Rashawn and the career he was able to have and how he's continued to make an impact in that area. And so, just, man, we're so excited for him and glad that they were able to go. And y'all have to listen to me so Gary can go support. So, you know.
That's all right. You know sports, Coach. We don't have to talk about that. 4 receivers, high snap. CJ falls down, and the Beavers are going to collect the high snap. High snap on the play. It goes over the head of CJ. He's not able to maintain his own footing. He slips, and it turns into a big play for the Beavers as they are now recovered the ball inside the 19-yard line. So as the ball was snapped there, Coach Hayes, tough situation there. He probably would have recovered it at the very least. But again, he lost his footing, and sometimes that happens.
Yeah, and that snap has got to get down. He's got to get his butt down when he's doing that. And so what's happening is that he's raising up when he's snapping, and that's why the ball is going over his head. I mean, CJ's 6'1", 6'2". There's no reason why you should be getting the ball that high. So just need to kind of clean up some of the things here. And then
the Beavers are in the red zone for the first time, and now they get the ball to the outside, and Carlos Strong wrestles him down. I mean, I know you went to Cowboys of Color Rodeo earlier this year, but that's how you bring them down. He got behind the running back and just rode him straight to the ground. Great open field tackle by Carlos Strong on the play after a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. I'd say 4:55 to go in the first quarter, 26 seconds. Wing T, and the ball is going to be tossed to the outside again. And this time Ricky Hunt and Big Meech from the linebacker spot, once again penetrating and getting in the backfield before the Beavers can get their car out of the garage.
And that's why I say I didn't see in the first 2 games that I watched of the Scott City was because they didn't have the speed in those ends. I mean, you know, you've got 2 huge guys on each end and the speed that comes even from our secondary. So, you know, there's a lot of that sweeping in. You better go north and south instead of east and west.
Ball is snapped. This time Metliser throw it over, and this time a nice screen play in the middle of the field, and it's going to be a first down as Jackson Rumford catches it, Coach, and takes it inside the 10-yard line. And this time the misdirection that keeps running out of that offense. It looks like a running play because it's the same motion, but this time the fullback just turns around and makes himself available as a receiver. And nice job by Jackson Rumford on the play.
Yep, that's where they took our speed and used it to their advantage. And so,
all right, for this time now, we got overloaded side, and this time Carlos Strong in the backfield and tackles number 35 on that play. What ends up being Brady Welker on the play. He's a 6-foot guy, 190 pounds. He tried to find some space to operate, and this time the Falcon defense did a great job. Good penetration this time. Everybody stayed home, and this time they weren't able to escape.
Yeah, you know, like I say, Carlos has kind of had his way on defense here.
All right, the ball ends up in the hand on a little bit of reverse play, kind of a jet sweep out of that wing T, taking that ball down inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9. So it's going to set up 3rd down and goal from that spot. So third and goal from the 4. And right now, I think this is 4-down territory for the Beavers.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we're pretty much giving them a gift, and so they're going to take advantage of it. If nothing else, they'll pin us in here. And so our defense is going to once again have to kind of see what they can do.
All right, we're going to take a timeout because a timeout has been called on the field. The Beaver coaching staff has called one right now as well. This timeout is being sponsored right now by OKC CBS Sports Radio 105.3. Have you checked out Myron Patton, James Hale, PJ Mills? And we also got Kansas City Chiefs basketball and Oklahoma City Blue basketball. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Football, brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
You're listening to Millwood Football on Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. KRMP, K221FQ, Oklahoma City. The all-new Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140, a Ferry Broadcasting station.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to listen to my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
And we're back at LW Good, and of course, hurting back to the line of scrimmage. Here come the Beavers. Metlitzer has it. Going to pitch it to the outside, trying to find some daylight up the middle. Nothing doing there. Maybe a gain of one as the Falcons' backside pursuit went really well, forcing him right into the hands of the defender, and that's what you want. Protect the zone, make him cut back inside.
Yeah, great fundamental ways of working, knowing where your position and doing your role, and that's how things can able to excel. So let's see if our defense can finish this with a turnover on downs.
All right, so we're looking at the situation. 2:25 to go. 4th down and goal, and this is one of those first big moments of the game, Coach Hayes. If the Falcons can turn it over, all the momentum comes back to their side. Snap across, and they come across on a sweep play, and he's cut down. And they're going to say he get into the end zone, and it is going to be a Beaver touchdown on a jet sweep reverse by Lawson Bailey, who takes it in for a Beaver touchdown.
Yep. We just pretty much that didn't stay home, and then I think we were playing so far deep, we should have been closer. Because, I mean, he made the tackle, but you made the tackle in the end zone. I think they were just kind of too far back on that secondary on that side.
All right, see if the extra point attempt is good, and the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Beavers strike first tonight on a Friday night action here at LW Good Football Stadium. We'll be right back right after this. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Let's be honest, OKC. The last couple of months have been pretty rough. With work, kids, pay, and inflation, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed. But you can have peace during the storm. Pastor Ricky's starting a new sermon series called Stressed Out, where you discover how to keep your peace. It's happening Sunday, September 25th at Freedom Worship Church, located at 11911 North Penn Avenue. That's right next door to the bowling alley on Northwest 122nd and Penn. Services start at 9:30 a.m. and 11 o'clock a.m. There'll be free ice cream from Scoops for everyone and a kids service available. Visit www.freedomworship.net for more info. Be you, be free.
And we are back. Falcon football on a Friday night. And a great job by the Beavers making the best out of a opportunity. And that's what football is about. It's about opportunities, and they took advantage of that one, starting off from the 19-yard line, and they all of a sudden end up scoring on that possession there. So what we're going to see here is the Beavers are going to kick off.
Yeah, so let's see how our Falcons will respond on this.
All right, here we go. The Beavers going to put the ball in play. And so now, standing inside the 5-yard line is Ricky Hunt.
Think they're going to kick it to him deep?
Well, if they've done any kind of scouting at all, you might know. High kick ends up being taken, and a nice return. William Mays said, I don't get this opportunity this often. I'm going to show you what I can do when I get my hands on it. And William Mays with a nice return. It was a nice high kick, and he was surrounded by Beavers on the play, found a crease, and got a return of about 10 to 12 yards, taking it out to the 34-yard line, Coach Hayes.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great opportunity, and glad Will could do that. And so let's see how we capitalize on this. And we need to finish a drive. This needs to be finished.
All right, now coming to work right now, 4 receivers, trips to the right side. All right, coming in motion across the formation. Turnbull puts it in the hands of Ricky Hunt Jr. Ricky Hunt looking for something to operate, and Ricky Hunt's going to run out of bounds after a gain of 5 or 6 yards. And Ricky Hunt is so impressive on his burst. He can take a situation and then all of a sudden hit the turbo button, Coach, and burst ahead for another couple of yards.
Yeah, because, I mean, that hole, when he first started, it looked like it was wide open, but it closed real quickly. And he has that ability to be able to cut and change his direction. And so good run for him on his first down.
All right, going to work, putting the ball in play. CJ throws it up the middle, and Sarah Sumbath goes ahead and takes the ball down to the 38-yard line of the Beavers. Make that the 43-yard line. A pickup of 17 yards on the play. And right there, CJ hit him right in the seam and took it for a nice gain.
Man, in excellent hands, focus on that ball. Sarah Sumbath did a great job, man. Excellent.
All right, going to work. 4 receivers, trips to the right side for Turnbull. Ball is snapped, and Turnbull's going to put it, fake it in the hands of Ricky Hunt. This time he gets it in the hands of Jaden Nickens, who's forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And Nickens is showing himself, made himself available on a short wide receiver screen play, and burst ahead for a 10 to 12-yard on his own. Ball now spotted inside the 30 down to the 27.
They got to continue this. The passing game is what's going to be able to keep them honest. We just got to make sure we make the connections.
4 receivers, and Nickens comes across the formation. This time Ricky Hunt gets brought down in the backfield. Lawson Bailey comes in the gap and brings down Ricky Hunt in the backfield.
Yeah, they like I say right now, their cornerbacks and secondary is not that talented. So I think if we continue to do this and just keep the passing going, I think it's going to open up more for the running game. Maybe
what you're basically saying is, when we isolate them, they don't tackle well in space, is what you're saying.
No, they don't.
All right, now going to throw the ball to the outside, and now in the hands of Xavier Thompson, who makes 2, 3, 4 Beavers miss as he takes the ball inside the 15-yard line, and we're starting to see isolation plays on the outside being executed by the Falcons at a very high level, Coach.
Yeah, get the ball into your playmakers' hands. And, you know, that's what they pretty much say in the NFL. You got playmakers on the ends that pretty much they're containing Ricky in the middle, but you've got 2 talented receivers on the end. Use them as best way you can.
4 receivers now, and now C.J. Turnbull is going to snap the ball and put that ball in the hands of Ricky Hunt Jr. And Ricky Hunt this time short gain of 2. And again, between the tackles, they are very, very strong in the middle of the field.
They are. That's what they're known for on both sides of the ball. That's their physicality. But like I say, you get them out on the wings, screens. Those are the opportunities where you get some of your athletes in space and they can make things happen.
4 receivers now. Ricky Hunt and C.J. Turnbull in the backfield. And they're going to put the ball in the hands of Nickens on a receiver screen play, and to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
There we go.
There we go. What a play, what a play,
yes.
What a play.
What an excellent drive. They've opened up the passing lane more. We're seeing a lot of the holes. And, and like I say, CJ, I know he's a freshman, but he's no longer a freshman anymore. Let's go ahead and use that excellent arm that he has and show his talent.
And that was the right way to do that. And Jaden Nickens getting into the end zone, showing himself available as a playmaker. Ricky Hunt. And again, looks like we're going to have someone jump off sides as the Falcons are attempting the 2-point conversion. So it's going to move the ball down to the 1.5-yard line. And the Falcons are set to answer. And let's see how the Beavers handle the Wild Falcon here. And Ricky Hunt gets it and goes right up the middle, and the 2-point conversion is true. And now Millwood leads at this time 8-7.
Oh, there's some laundry in the end zone.
So the question is, was it after the play? I think it's good. It's going to be something that they emphasize after the play. So let's see what the call is before we go to break.
Personal foul, late hit maybe. That'd be about the only thing I could determine from the back judge that he would be able to see.
All right. The officials are still discussing it inside the 5-yard line. So it looks like we have dead ball, personal foul against the Beavers. So it'll be enforced on the kickoff. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, brought to you by SSM Health St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Life doesn't wait when you're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in action, helping you get back in action.
All right, we are back. Welcome back to Millwood Falcon Football on a Friday night. Time for a scoring recap brought to you by A-Plus Lawn Services and owner Milo Wilson, offering a weed killer special of $49 for a standard home lot, front and back, or $225 per acre. Give them a call today, 405-767-3382. That's 767-3382. The Falcons scored on a 66-yard drive capped off by a 7-yard touchdown pass from CJ to Jay Nickens, and it's now 8-7 is the score. Falcons on top by 1. That 2-point conversion and getting things going. And again, you have to be excited about what the Falcons are able to bring to the table. A little humor going on in the press box up here tonight.
Yeah, this crowd's a little rough on our scorekeepers, but we survived those points. We need everyone we get right now. We've kind of had a rocky start, so hopefully that'll be the momentum we need to kind of be able to continue because we've been in good opportunities. We just keep giving the ball away.
And I agree with something you said. And great kickoff. It goes into the end zone, and then we are going to have a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. One thing you mentioned in pregame, in the early stage of this game, this team reminds you a lot of Davis, their style of play, which means is it's better to be ahead than be behind.
Exactly.
So in this particular situation, what you'd like to see the Falcons do is continue to put pressure and make the Beavers uncomfortable in Oklahoma City tonight.
Exactly. Welcome to the city. Welcome to the wood.
All right, going to work right now. Maurice Princeton, Director of Operations here at Millwood. Coach Shannon Hayes on the call this evening. 26 seconds to go before the end of the first quarter. 8-7, Falcons on top. And a nice power running play that time. It looks like by number 14. Was that Jace again? That looks like, no, Lawson Bailey again. Bailey with a gain of 5 or 6 yards. One of the better runs tonight for the Beavers as they start what will be their 4th possession of the night.
Yeah, I mean, even on that last possession that we gave them short, we had a lot of negative possessions. And so this is probably the most positive game they've had. And so let's see let's see what our Falcons can do to finish this.
One thing about running football games, the clock goes by really, really fast. All right, we're at the end of the first quarter, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
In your time of need, let Chris and Christy Harrison at Heritage Funeral Home and Cremation Services take care of you and your family. Heritage Funeral Home and Cremation Services specializes in the highest level of competence, courtesy, and compassion during your family's difficult time and will always make sure your loved one's life will be celebrated in a meaningful way. Owners Chris and Christy Harrison would love to earn your trust and business by offering an affordable full-service funeral for only $3,595. This package will save you and your family thousands of dollars and will give your loved one the first-class funeral they deserve. Heritage Funeral Home and Cremation Services also offers a variety of cremation options. Just stop by their office, 1300 North Lottie, to learn more or call 405-424-5100. That's 424-5100 for Chris and Christy Harrison at Heritage Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
And welcome back as we start the second quarter tonight. The Falcons, the situation is 2nd down and about 5. The Beavers hurry to the line. Ball is snapped. They're going to throw it to the outside, and a nice pass, but a good open field tackle. If he can bring it down, is Ricky Hunt. A nice open field tackle as he brings down Jace Thomas, who came free, lined up as a tight end and came free, did not block down. And a nice play by the Beavers, setting up third down and what they like, 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, this is more of a gainable down that they have, so they have an opportunity to get a first down here. And so, and it may be probably their second first down of the game. And so it'd be positive for them to get this. Let's see if our Falcons can maybe stop it. If not, they got a new first set of downs.
All right, the ball is snapped, and they get it outside, and Jace Thomas finds a whole lot of space to run. Comes across the formation and breaks to the outside with a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. It will be a Beaver first down at the 36-yard line. Nice gain on the play, and again, coming across the line on the backside, kind of little reverse action there, if you will, on that play, and gets a nice first down for the Beavers.
Yeah, like I say, some of that's starting to work a little bit. I don't know if our Falcons get a little tired on that, but the holes are getting a little wider.
All right, snapping the ball again, right up the middle. And again, those plays early on in the game, the Falcons were coming off the line pretty stout. But now, as you start to see, this is what the Beavers do. Running play that time. Looks like that ball carrier on that play couldn't quite make out the number, but I will tell you this. The reason why you're not hearing me identify the formation, it's the old wing T. And getting the ball into the outside and a nice open field tackle, but the catch is made once again. This one's by Avery Knoll on that play, setting up 3rd down and 1. And once again, the Beavers are in business. Anytime it's 3rd down or 3 or less.
They are, and they've got, that's 2 passes almost back-to-back pretty much on this possession. And so they're starting to open up some more packages to see if they can do the same thing we did on the last possession.
And the Beavers are moving the ball. They started the ball at their own 20-yard line. They're just a few yards away from midfield. Carlos Strong gets in the backfield, but not before the ball carrier gets what will be, if the ball is spotted correctly, enough for a Beaver first down. The ball ended up in the hands this time, it looks like, of Brady Welker on the play again, and it has enough for a Beaver first down.
Yeah, they met at the crosswalk, and Carlos had him on the side, and he just had too much penetration and was able to lean forward for that first down.
And again, they are about the same size, but their running backs are thick and short. Yeah. So if Carlos Strong stands up, he's taller than the guy, and when you try to bring him down on the shoulder pad, he keeps moving those legs. Yeah. He's going to win that battle. Pass to the outside, and it's going to be intercepted on the play.
Man, that was a great job. With one hand. Will Mays made that.
William Mays did it a great job covering. He covered the outside, and as the ball deflected off the running back's hand, he was Johnny on the spot, ready to make that play. So turnover now, interception, and now the Beavers have their first turnover, and the Falcons now have it at the Beaver 45-yard line.
All right, we have some isolation over here. Let's see if we take advantage of it.
3 receivers, twins to the right side, 2 backs in the backfield, and now Meach comes out. They're going to swing it, they're going to fake it, and then throw it outside to Xavier Thompson, who's going to be cut down after a short gain, maybe at 1, maybe 2 yards on the play. But nice job and patience in the pocket by CJ, because his initial look where he wanted to go to Big Meach was not the correct one. He settled down and hit Xavier a little bit in the flats for a short gain.
Yeah, so his first read was closed, so he checked down to his second read, and so, that shows maturity. And so great call by CJ.
2 receivers this time, split on either side. 2nd down and about 8. And now Nickens comes across the formation on a jet sweep, and this time shooting the gap and making a tremendous play was Brady Welker, who caught Jaden Nickens in the backfield for a loss, what will be of about 4 or 5 yards. Great delayed blitz and attacking downhill by that Beavers, getting in it and busting up the Falcon play.
What they say, Moses part of the Red Sea? Man, it was such a big hole. It was about 5, 6 something went through there. I don't know who else was there.
Okay, Moses was, I'll tell you that much.
Exactly.
His name was Brady Welker.
Yes.
3 receivers, twins to the left side, high snap, but CJ pulls it down. Going to throw the ball to the outside, and Nickens did not have position, and he threw it just short, and it's going to be intercepted that time. by number 21, Colin McDaniel, is going to intercept it. So back-to-back turnovers for both teams, and it now will be Beaver ball.
You know, and I mean, that's almost like a punt, somewhat, you know, in terms of that. You know, would it have been fourth down, would have been incomplete. So, but he threw it on his back foot. CJ should have, he didn't step into it, anticipating the hit, and that made his ball short because I know his arm is stronger than that. He could have probably got it to him if he got all his hips into that throw.
So a timeout will be called on the field here, and the Falcons call the timeout as the ball will now be spotted at the 28-yard line. So we'll take a break and come back in just a minute. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations to serve you. They're now open at Midwest City and still in their Edmond location. Big O's Pork and Dreams feature a menu with your favorite meats, briskets, ribs, pulled pork, chicken, hot links, and more. Big O's has their signature loaded smoked potato with the famous fat butt, also known as a Big Nasty. It's a loaded tater with a spare rib on top. Try Big O's loaded steak fries and barbecue pizza. Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations in the metro. In Midwest City, 6003 Southeast 15th, and in Edmond, 285 South Santa Fe Avenue. And both dining rooms have active pure technology to reduce over 99.9% bacteria, viruses, and more. And that's air you can trust. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays, 11 a.m. until the meat runs out. Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations, Midwest City and Edmond. Come get you one of these taters.
Back to live action right about now. And the Falcons, the Beavers, move the ball ahead for a gain of 2 out to the 30-yard line, setting up second down and what will be 8 yards to go. Maurice Prince and Coach Hayes on the call this evening. And right now, though, the energy is festive on both sides. Both teams feel good about their position. How do the Falcons? Okay, the officials are calling for time, and I know I know what this timeout is. This is the ever popular band timeout. They're going to tell the band not to play while the other team has the ball.
Yeah, and like I say, that's just basically based off the referees because when we played Heritage Hall,
there was no problem.
There was no problem. So it's kind of determined on them, and so this crew decides that they don't want to have that. So and that's fine, you know. So
and it does vary from crew to crew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm.
So if you're in college or the pros, deal with it.
Yes.
In high school, you get a say so. So Metlizer is going to put it up across the formation, throws it up high, and the pass is going to be incomplete this time. So 3rd down and 7 now.
Yeah, and like I say, when you do a lot of running, you know, your passing is not as accurate as it needs to be because, I mean, he had a wide open guy. And so if he'd have connected, that would have been a good gain on 2nd down for them.
All right, so 3rd down and 8, 7:35 to go. The score tonight is 8-7 right now. And they came out with a spread formation this time. 4 receivers. Carlos Strong applies the pressure, and then a catch into the flats, and a nice open field tackle there by the Falcons. Number 52 in on the stop that time. So it's only going to be a gain of what will be 3 to 4 yards. So it's going to be 4th down and 4, and the Falcons look to get the ball back. And Xavier Thompson is licking his chops at the Millwood 35-yard line.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
All right,
Boy,
so
that's
now,
a kick.
And Xavier has it. He now's at the 25. He's at the 30. He cuts back inside to the 35-yard line before he's finally wrapped up and brought down. Great tackle on the play there by number 51. Looks like J.P. Harris in on the tackle that time.
Man, I mean, he just split them 2 defenders, man, and just it's just amazing to watch him in terms, and he's a sophomore.
Yeah, Coach.
You know.
Coach Woods used to refer to him as the diaper dandy, but I'm telling you what, he's growing up real nice.
Oh, yeah, the diapers is off, man. Look, we may be in pull-ups now.
All right, it's going to be 1st down and 10 now for the Falcons. And again, they will start off at their own 37-yard line. All right, handing the ball up the middle here in a nice burst as the ball is carried by Carter for a gain of 3 yards, and those tough yards will keep the Beavers honest over the course as the night goes on.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, you keep giving those power backs. I mean, you know, now you got a fresh back in here with Carter. I mean, you know, so and you still got Miko Levine who hasn't had many. So you got another strong running back here, so let's see if he can help to wear him down.
3 receivers now, twins to the outside, ball snapped, and in the backfield they're going to bring him down. And nice attack on that play by Lawson Bailey. Lawson Bailey with a great job there.
Yeah, that was kind of on CJ. He's supposed to check that defensive end, and that defensive end was collapsing down. He should have kept that in the belly of Carter and let him come on up the middle. So, like I say, that just, you know, maturity. He'll get to see that more as well.
3rd down and what will be 13 yards overall. So 4 receivers, trips to the left side this time. And the Beavers are showing blitz. This time CJ does a good job. Falcons pick it up well. And now a throw to the outside again. It's underthrown. And again, it's a second interception this time by Harris, who did a great job battling. And the officials are letting the corner and the receivers play right now.
Yeah.
And Nickens is going to have to understand in certain situations you're going to have to, because he's saying that the physicality of the corner kept him from getting to the ball. But actually, the officials letting them go up the field and push and be physical the whole time. All we want is, they say, consistency on the call. But if they're letting them play in that particular situation, it's another interception for the Falcons tonight.
I just had another punt. You know, it was a good 40 yards, so we'll take it as a punt. It was 3rd down, so, you know, look at the positive in it, and come on, defense. Let's continue to see what we can do.
All right, this time we have a overloaded backfield this time. We had 3 backs to the right of the quarterback on that play. It was not quite a pistol, but it was like an offset. It was an offset full house backfield. They kind of set up. Didn't look like the wishbone, but that was odd to me. I have to see that again to try to describe that correctly. But it was a gain of 1 because Carlos Strong blew it up. So at the end of the day, Carlos Strong knew what it was, even if I can't describe it.
But this is what we didn't want, was time of possession and allowing them to run their style of offense here.
So now we've got wing to the left this time. Ball is snapped and trying to get to the outside. And again, before they bring him down, Lawson Bailey for a gain of 3 or 4 more yards. Nice chunk on that play, taking the ball across the 40 to the 41, 3rd down and 3.
See, and so what they're basically doing is that because our speed is so much on the line, they're just bringing him out and then pitching it where he's already on the edge where he can get that seal and maybe get a few more yards.
And by the time we're tackling him, you've got to wrap him up. The momentum's already going forward instead of waiting on the ball. So, again, the T, and they're going to put it to Bailey, and this time Bailey finds nothing doing as they tried to get some things off of that. But William Mays coming down from the safety position to cut him down after a gain of 1, Coach.
Yeah, and so like I say, we stopped him on 3rd down, and so defense is keeping us in this game. And so
now you got to be careful here based upon where the ball is at the 41 for a fake. However, I think it's just wise now to punt it away. But they make the Falcons think about it, and the kick is going to bounce inside, and it's going to be, is it going to be down at the 1 yard line? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? A kick of 49 yards that's going to be down at the 1 yard line. The punter ran to the outside as if he was going to fake it just to keep the Falcons honest, and then launches a running kick. And the coverage team for the Beavers did an excellent job of hustling down the field and down the ball right at the pylon near the 1 yard line. So the Falcons have got to go now 99 yards.
99 yards. Let's see what we can do. Right now, I think the punter's saying he got to get player of the game. I think he's running for that right now.
He's a weapon. And when you play a defense, a style of offense like that, kicking the ball, punting are a big part of the game. And into the backfield, and the Beavers are going to bring down Ricky Hunt for the safety. And again, I never like dive plays where you have to hand the ball off in the backfield, Coach. I never like that. because once you do that, you're already in the giving the defense an advantage.
Yeah. I mean, and you're in a shotgun formation in the end zone and you're on the 1 yard line. That's what pretty much you do a quarterback sneak, and let's just push it up to give us a little bit more space. So the Beavers already was anticipating that was coming. And right now, like I say, our line hasn't been strong right there, and so it played right into their hands.
So as it is right now, I don't know if it's a baseball score or what, but it's 9-8 is the score. So they score on a safety, the Beavers do, tackling Ricky Hunt in the backfield, in the end zone, not in the backfield, the end zone, because the Falcons were snapping the ball from the 1 yard line. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Actually, we'll stay right here for this real quick here. Yeah. And then going to work right now.
Y'all still see?
All right, so now the Falcons are going to punt the ball away from the 20. So now going to work. The Falcons are going to kick the ball from the 20-yard line right now. Getting things set to action here. As we do, want to go ahead and thank some of our sponsors for tonight's game. Community sponsor, David Threed of the Hair Care Cafe, of the Hair Cafe Cosmetology College. Make sure I get that right. Lemoore's Family First DUI School. Want to thank also Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home. In your time of need, let the professional at Chris and Christy Harrison Funeral Home take care of you and your loved one. Call today to learn more. Call 405-424-5100. All right, kickoff is away, and the Falcons, the ball's going to be fielded at the 41-yard line, already into Falcon territory before the back is cut down. That is Cesar Peregrino, and he's going to get cut down at the Falcon 43. So following the safety, the score is now 9-8. Sounds like a baseball score.
It does. So it's a backyard barn brawl right now, and so.
So I mean, here's the thing about it. This is what you like, or don't like, if you're depending on what style of football you like. Tonight, the punters are just as important as the running backs. Field position is just as important as just the tackling is. Ball is snapped. They're going to pitch it to the outside, and Lawson Bailey tries to turn the corner, and this time the Falcon defense says no. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and like I say, I mean, our defense is not breaking. They're doing a really good job. I'm really proud of our defense and Coach Donovan Woods and what he's doing. He's putting me in a good position to make the tackle and try to hopefully get away with the 3 and out, and we can be able to get this ball back.
The only thing about the defense, you were saying about the high play count, we'll talk about it after this play. 3 receivers this time, twins to the left. This time on the jet sweep, on the quick sweep, trying to turn the corner this time is Lawson Bailey. Lawson Bailey's been having his number called quite a bit. But those interceptions are momentum killers, and if you're the Beavers, that's playing into what you want. More opportunities, more touches, more aggressiveness. It can really, really, really put more pressure on the defense. So right now you're saying the defense is doing a good job? Yeah, the defense is doing a great job because the Beavers are getting the advantage on the punching side of this ball right now.
Yeah.
Metlinzer is going to throw it to the outside. This time it's going to be caught in open field. And nice open field tackle by William Mays after a gain of 6 yards. So it's going to end up being, is it 3rd down or is it 4th down?
It's 4th down.
So
but
4th down.
It's manageable. They not kicking this one. They going for it on here.
4th. Go ahead, Coach.
And like I say, this is where they're going to probably do smash mouth, misdirection. They're going to do one of their signature plays where they're going to give them an opportunity to go forward more than they are going to go east and west. So I say either number 14 or 35 is getting this ball.
All right. 4th down and 2 is what it is right now. High snap. They're going to put it up. Pressure being, and he's absorbed and brought down. What a tackle by Big Meech. Meechel Levine sacks the quarterback, and it's going to be turnover on downs. Falcon football is going to be spotted at their own 44-yard line.
I'm glad I didn't bet my paycheck on that one because I never would have thought they were going to pass that ball.
And I can understand why you would think that, Coach. I would, because nothing about what they have done thus far says it. So, again, this time they outsmarted themselves. The one thing about football is sometimes you can outthink yourself on play calling and situations. Sometimes the most simple technique is the best one to go to.
Yeah, like we did in the end zone and got that safety.
I would have rather had a direct snap to Ricky Hunt in that situation. 4 receivers this time, and this time coming around the edge, and Carter's going to get cut down in the backfield. Coming up on a great pursuit on the backside there was J.P. Harris, the 6', 205 senior outside linebacker. Really had great pursuit on that backside. And by the time Carter got his hands on it, he had nothing to do there.
Man, he came off with his shoulder, so I don't know what happened. So hope it's not too bad for Carter.
All right, so here we go. 2nd down and 13. And before things get started here, we have a delay of game penalty here going to be called against the Falcons. But that's the 3rd penalty. But, again, I'm trying to understand how that one was.
That was a quick delay of game. But like I say right now, with 49 seconds, I would definitely – I don't know if I would really try to – if I can't do anything on this possession here, you need to kind of keep the ball on the ground and let's get out of here and regroup for second half.
The coaches are not too happy about that right now. And, of course, Darwin Franklin is letting the side judge get an earful with 49 seconds left to go before the end of the first half. And ball is snapped, faking, getting in the hands of Nickens, who's trying to get some isolated space to the outside. Nickens is at the midfield. He's at the 45-yard line, down to the 44-yard line before he finally steps out of bounds. 17 yards on the play, and it's going to be a Falcon first down.
Nope, not a first down. They said he was short.
So they're going to say he was short.
Yeah.
Exactly a yard. So 3rd down and 1, and the clock is running again. They didn't even give him credit for getting out of bounds. So trying to find out what's going on here, trying to get people on the field. The Falcons have 2 timeouts, choosing not to use them here. Ball is snapped, and CJ's going to put it up. Now he needs to make something happen. He's going to be brought. That play was doomed all the way from Jump Street because now a timeout's being called on the field here by Millwood. To me, I don't like that situation there because when you're running personnel on and the clock is running with 2 timeouts.
Just call timeout.
Just call timeout and reset.
Yeah. But get the play you need, and I just didn't see that. A lot of confusion, and so you're right. It never even got a chance to even get off the ground.
Whenever someone's running on the field in that situation, it's never a good thing, especially when you're trying to get things going.
Especially when he got to go to the other side of the field. It wasn't like he was coming right on our sideline. He had to go to the opponent's sideline just to get set and prepare. That's a minimum of anywhere from 5 to 8 seconds that you're going to lose right there.
All right, now going. So 2nd down. And
no, it's 4th down.
So it's going to be 4th down and 11 here. And the Falcons called the timeout with 9 seconds left. So, to me, you're down 1. So now, do you punt the ball away? Because to me, you have to play smart. You don't want to do too much here and give the Beavers an opportunity. But again, what would you do here? Let's just talk about it.
Coach, I wouldn't have called a timeout.
Okay.
I'd have let the clock run out and let's go into the locker room and figure out what's going on. I mean, so now you put yourself in a situation that if you try to do a punt or you even try to do a pass and it's intercepted and they run it back, now you're in a different situation than if you would have just allowed the sack to happen and then let's just go on and finish this half and move into the locker room.
All right, so 4 receivers right now, and they're going to go for it. Ball is snapped, and CJ feeling pressure, and a flag comes in. He fires it up the field. And the catch is going to be made. It's going to be enough for a first down with 2 seconds, but there is a flag in the backfield here, and it's in the area of holding. And if it's holding, that's going to bring it all the way back, and there's not a 10-second runoff here, but is it face mask?
No, it's holding. It's holding. But, I mean, on a double team. So I'm not sure how we get a holding on a double team, but, like I say, we got the first down, but now it's going to be negated because of the penalty.
All right, so the holding is going to spot the ball at the 39-yard line. And so now from the holding the spot of the foul, it's going to move it back inside the 30-yard line, down to the, put it at the 28-yard line. So 4th down and forever. So here, do you run the play here? Or
yeah, you run the ball. You run the ball. Matter of fact, if CJ can get a clean snap and just run for 2 seconds, fall, and let's go into this locker room.
All right, so the Falcons here.
Yeah, so you just get him under center.
Get him under center. Ball snapped, and the Falcons are going to down it, and that will be how the first half of action comes to the end. So now, time for us to take a break. We are officially at halftime, and we'll be back. You're listening to, with a score of 9-8, Scott City on top by 1. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
KRNP 4221 FQ Oklahoma City. The all-new Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140, a Ferry Broadcasting station.
Serving the greater Oklahoma City community for 45 years and counting, L'Amour Beauty Supply has relocated to 2214 North MLK Avenue with an assortment of hair, shampoo, and conditioners and other much-needed products at a great bargain. Barbers and salon owners have special wholesale deals created just for you. Consult our small business specialist for exclusive discounts and deals. L'Amour Beauty Supply is proud to serve you beyond just products. We assist with education for your scalp, hair textures, lengths, and much more. L'Amour Beauty Supply, 2214 North MLK Avenue. Open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 405-427. Visit
they want to come home tonight with a W. As it stands right now, by trying to get big chunk plays against a very sound defense, which is willing to allow you to hurt yourselves, you can't say for a second that that's what you would really like to do. So I think it's going to be imperative in the second half of this game that the Falcons find a way to create outside isolation on the edge. In other words, they need to find some space on the outside and do quick hitters. Get Ricky Hunt on the edge. We saw a couple of wild Falcon plays in the first half, and Ricky was able to get 5-6 yards at a time. They've got to do that and keep the defense on the sideline. So if you're the Millwood, drive down the field. You don't have to and matriculate the ball down. You do not need to try and do big strike plays. What they do and do so well is they continue to hit that same line. This is like Davis, as Coach has said in pregame, that Scott City will continue to hit the wall and hit the wall until the leak breaks open and the water will flow. And we saw that at the end of the second quarter, where there were plays that in the first quarter were 1 yard, 2 yards, automatically started to grow to 5 and 6 yard plays. You don't want to see that happen. Now the Falcons will get the ball first to start the second half, and if you're the Falcons, this drive is probably one of the most important ones. Again, the more the points that Falcons can put up, the more uncharacteristics you're going to make the Scott City Beavers. So if you're Coach Darwin Franklin, you just want to settle things down. You want everybody to focus in on technique. One thing you can see that took place from here, as you were here, is you could see them in the multiplex center from the press box, and the coaches are drawing on the huge whiteboard they have on getting some understanding on what they need to do. Cover your gap. You don't have to do the player next to you's job. Play your gap. I guarantee you the Beavers are coming your way. The Beavers strive on you overcommitting, not being sound, and you don't tackle well in space. If you don't do those things, it will lead to more problems. So, again, the major adjustment that I said is that the Falcons must create more isolation and matriculate the ball down the field and save the defense, Coach Hayes. I can't say that enough, because when it's all said and done, that's how the Falcons are going to win this game, because they got to keep the defense off. We saw the first quarter, 1-2 yard gains by the Beavers on per play. By the end of the second quarter, it was 4, 5, 6 yards a game. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see that gate breaking over. I described it as a leak in a dam. They just keep hitting it till the water flows.
Yep.
They create that flood and that running, and then all of a sudden you're looking left, you're looking right, and you're getting knocked all over the place. So, I mean, what's your thoughts on creating isolation? Because on the touchdown drive, we saw a little left hook here, a little right hook here, a little Ricky Hunt direct snap. We saw those plays create them off balance, and we saw the Falcons matriculate the ball for a 66-yard drive. We've only seen that one time and haven't seen it since then.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, I'd love to see more of those short, quick passes. I'd love to be able to have a little more reads for CJ to be able to kind of see what's going on. I think his legs can also be another factor in this, because if they're honing in on that back, he need to pull and know how to be able to release. They even have some where they can pull, release, and do a throw on. I mean, he's got several options. So, you know, opening up that opportunity, but slant passes. I mean, a lot of the slants they did in the first two games. Get back to some of those as well to kind of hope to keep this defense honest. And right now, this defense seems to know what the play is before we call it.
This has been the Langston University Halftime Report. If you've ever considered becoming a nurse or a physical therapist, you should enroll today at Langston University. LU, that's right, LU is the leading state university in producing nurses and physical therapists. Learn more by going online to langston.edu. I said the Falcons will get the ball first in the second half, coming out of the north end zone. The first, I think this is how important on the scale of 1 to 10 do you say this particular drive is? I mean, there's plenty of football to play, but to me, the tone is always set in the second half on what kind of energy that you have.
Well, like I say, you make adjustments. You know, you try to do a basic game in the first half and make adjustments as you need to, because the team don't have a chance to go back in the locker room for another time to make adjustments against you. So here, I think this possession can be crucial to set the tone for us in the second half and see if our boys can kind of get a momentum again and just do a sustained drive. You know, let's just kind of see how they do that. And if we can end with some points, I think it'll be a good positive thing for us to start.
Kick is away, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that's what you want if you're the Falcons. 1st and 10 for the 35-yard line. You want favorable starting position, and now you just want to go to work.
Yeah, just go to work. Make your adjustments. If you're not getting the running game, let's spread this out. Shotgun. He already know what his reads are. He 2 steps, bam, throw. Let's move this ball down the field.
I'm going to use a Burl Franklin a cliche that he's used more than once. It's about chopping a tree. It's the chop the tree drive. Basically, chop the tree until the tree falls.
Till the tree falls, you know. Like I say, I think we have every talent we need to make this happen. We just got to dial in, get everybody on the same page.
All right, Millwood comes out, spread formation, 3 receivers, twin to the left side, single back, and ball gets in the middle of the field, and before things get started, what a blitz right up the A gap, and Ricky Hunt is down after a loss of, I'd say 3 yards. I mean, Ricky didn't have a chance to blink, and right there the Beavers were right on it.
Yeah, and the same results are happening, and so not sure what we're trying to do there, anticipate that, but we definitely need to get a little more stronger blocking up that middle.
The Beavers once again are playing with 2 down linemen and everybody else is up. And then this time Ricky Hunt is able to run the ball ahead and got every single yard he lost. And Ricky Hunt kept low to the ground, got around the linebackers, and ran right up the middle of the field between the hash marks.
No, he was on the right side. He was between that guard, that tackle, and that end. I mean, so he's not more in the middle, because they're hitting those A gaps right over on each side of that center. I mean, they're coming through blitzing hard, and so he just took it from the outside, and he was able to do a great gain on that. So great job of seeing that vision.
All right, this time jet sweep, and then coming across and shooting the gap, Xavier Thompson on the jet sweep. He pays for it after a gain of, I'd say, almost 8 or 9 yards. But boy, Xavier used a burst. There's a flag down in the backfield right about the 48-yard line.
It's coming back.
In the area of holding. And it's holding.
I didn't think he did that. It was on Levine, but I don't think that was holding. He seemed like he kept his arms inside on the shoulder pads, and he just was driving. So I'm not sure what the referee saw. I'm not down on the field, but apparently he saw where the guy probably tried to get away and maybe tug the jersey. So.
All right, so the penalty moves the ball inside the 40-yard line down to the 37. So you're now looking at first down at 20. 10:55 to go in the third. 9-8 is the score. The Beavers on top. 3 receivers, twins to the right side, 2 backs in the backfield. 17 seconds to snap the ball. This time CJ's going to put up, swings it over to Ricky Hunt. Ricky Hunt in space, cuts back, try to get some space in the middle of the field, and he's going to get cut back, and nothing good happens sometimes. Again, the Beavers are sound in their pursuit. They are sound and relentless, and they're going to bring him down inside the 29-yard line. Another big loss. You're looking at now basically, what's it, second down, and I'm going to say forever.
30, almost 30 yards.
They got to get the ball all the way to the Beaver 41 for a first down, and the ball's at the Millwood 37. Ouch. All right, 4 receivers now, 1 back in the backfield. CJ with Ricky Hunt in his hip pocket to the left. Ball is snapped, and it's going to be a false start because the ball was not snapped. And that's going to back him up 5 more yards. So you now, okay, the officials are calling for some understanding, but it's a false start. I'm not sure what they're discussing, but it's going to be a false start.
Well, like I say, being still early in the down count, we can get an opportunity not try to get it all. Let's just try to see if we can get a little bit of some of this back. And if nothing else, get us in a good situation where if we got a punt, we can at least maybe pin them on our side of the field.
So the ball is now moved inside the 25-yard line to the 24. So in essence, I mean, you're talking about, I mean, looking, and once again, and McDaniel with his third interception of the night. And this time, CJ keeps picking on, and I think you're going to need to find somebody else to pick on. Colin McDaniel with his third interception of the night. I mean, you don't normally get the hat trick.
No.
But at that time, CJ threw it, and I know you want to throw it on the break, but
once
Xavier,
again on his back foot. And,
yeah.
and when you put on your back foot, you don't get your all strength into it. And that's why each one of them has been short because, they're coming through hard through that line, and he's not getting a lot of time to do that deep ball.
All right, so here we go. Going to work this time, and a nice big hit in the backfield as Brady Walker's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. So now it is at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, defense, like I say, we just gotta stay with it. Right now, this is where them 1500s, them bear calls and rolls and everything come into play. So let's see how physical our defense can continue to maintain this.
All right, going to work right now, and trying to run a little bit of the option game. And Metlizer tries to run up, nothing doing there. He gets a gain of 4, so it's going to be third down now, and what will be about 9, maybe 8 yards. And third down and 10 is at a gain of 2, so third down and 10. The ball now spotted at the Millwood 34, make that the 34-yard line, make that the 33-yard line.
That was a busted play. Somebody was supposed to come and get the ball because he just stopped.
Well, he stopped, but he wanted to pitch. That was covered on the outside. Millwood did a great job of covering it, and Chaz Doolin came up the field to cut that off. So third down and 10 for the Beavers. They officially have 7 seconds to snap it. All right, going to get it off. They're going to throw it to the outside, and the catch is made, and then trying to get enough yardage for the first time. Going to be about a yard short as the pass is completed to the outside by Jackson Rumford. And it's going to be fourth down, and we know what's going to happen here.
It won't be that pass that last time I predicted. This is smash ball right here, So this is where the line makes their money. So it's going to be definitely a run play, and let's just see how our boys can dial in and see if we can get a good stop.
Interesting. You know what's interesting, and it's crazy to me? We're not talking about spread and hurry up. They actually huddle up. Okay, ball is snapped, and they're going to get the ball right in the middle of the field. And it's going to be enough for a first down as Brady Welker takes it inside the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 22, first down Beavers.
Yeah, like I say, off that left tackle, and so 35, he's probably, to me, their strongest player that they have on the team, and so he would definitely be the person I'd want to get that ball to.
Wing T, ball is snapped, and this time in the hands of Lawson Bailey. And Bailey's going to hammer his way down for a gain of 4. And if it's not Bailey, it's Welker. It's one of the two who continue to get nice gains for the Beavers. Beavers are now moving the ball again inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. So gain of 3. So we're looking at second down at about 7. 7:17 to go. 9-8 is the score. Beavers on top. They break the huddle, and it's so odd for me to say that, folks. You just don't see a traditional huddle in teams anymore. Ball is snapped, and before things get started here,
got a false start. That'll be something good for the Falcons. So push them back 5 yards.
False start on the play, and it's going to move the ball back behind the 20, out to the 24-yard line. So second down at about 12.
Now, and we've also lost one of our players, Cameron Carter. He's out with a shoulder injury. So that's one of our good defensive players. So we're having to kind of fill that void. Hope he's okay.
And Miko Levine applying pressure. Metlizer is able to get away from it, fires the ball down the field. The pass is deflected and incomplete. But a nice job by Big Meech applying pressure on Metlizer. And he did, that's what you want to do. He came through on a blitz on the outside. Metlizer was rolling to the side he was blitzing on, and he was forced under pressure, under duress to release that pass.
And I think, like I say, he came down instead of going up. And so I think if he had gone up, man, he would have got a nice little tackle for a loss there. But I love his passion and his strength on that defensive end.
So we got 3 receivers now. Ball is snapped, dropping back, and before things get started again. And it looks like we have another false start by Metzger and the Beavers. And the Beavers have hurt themselves on this drive, not to the liking of Jim Turner. And again, it's a little different now because the Beavers have had 2 false starts on this drive. All in the first half, they just had 2 penalties. They have already equaled that in the third quarter here. 6:45 to go in the third, 9-8 is the score. All right, the Beavers come set. And Metzger going to put it up on a screen play, and that screen pass is going to be caught. And Jace Thomas is going to fall down right about the 24-yard line. And let's see here what Coach Turner decides to do.
Oh, they're gonna kick.
So going to put the ball in play. Aldo Munoz is going to kick it, and it will be all of a 40-yard kick. And Munoz kicks it, and the kick is going to be caught inside on Xavier. And Xavier looking for something to do, and he's going to be brought down inside the 10-yard line. I really don't know if that was an attempted field goal or
yes,
was that
it was attempted field goal.
Because you have the kicker, the place kicker down.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10 Millwood.
No, I don't know if we returned it, if we're getting the ball there, or we should really get the ball up where the kick was attempted.
They're spotting it inside the 10, Coach. Because if he had let it go into the end zone, the ball was caught by Xavier at the 1-yard line, and he decided to bring it out or try to get something happen out of that. He takes the ball out to the 8-yard line where he is tackled, and the question was, on a field goal, does it go to the 20? If you don't touch it, it does.
I think it goes back to where it was attempted. So if the ball would have just dropped dead, even in the field, it would have gone back to where it was attempted.
All right, ball snaps. Turnbull put it across the middle and a nice screen play, and it's being caught now by Big Meach. And Meach is still on his feet, fighting himself away, and somebody lost a shoe as he takes the ball beyond the 10 out to the 14-yard line. But that's the type of things we need. We need to attack them right behind their linebackers. Their linebackers are not staying home. They're shooting the gap on a delay and catching Millwood with all the trickery plays. So if you're running a jet sweep, you better run it quick. If you're running in the backfield, don't delay the handoff. And Big Meach has lost his shoe, and the officials are being nice, allowing him an opportunity to put his foot back in his shoe.
That's what I talked about, those slant passes. Those just to and in. I mean, just give us a little opportunity where we can get momentum and slow down those linebackers.
All right, here comes the blitz again. And this time, CJ with a nice, and a flag comes in late. But CJ faked the ball, putting it in the belly of Big Meach, and then decided to take it on his own. So, holding on the Falcons is going to be the call again. So that's going to move the ball all the way back.
Well, it should be half the distance since it's inside the 20-yard line. So,
11,
so maybe.
So he does. He puts it at the 5.
Yeah.
So the Falcons had the ball at their own 7, and now they're back to their own. So it'll be 2nd down and about 12 from that spot. High snap, but CJ gets it down. Goes in the middle of the field with a great call. In the middle of the field, no one's around Ricky Hunt. He blasts his way beyond the 20-yard line, past the 25, out to the 26. What a great screen pass. Great call. I don't know who made that call, but call it again.
Yes.
It's going to be a Falcon 1st down at about the 26-yard line. What a great play call again. And once again, the Beavers are attacking downhill. If you get and throw behind where that man was, you get a great opportunity for a plus 10-yard gain.
See, with the pocket collapsing, they may need to roll CJ out, kind of give him a chance to kind of do some things.
Nickens making a play, and he's going to take the ball outside the 35-yard line to the 37. Nickens was running a screen, a wide receiver screen to cut to the inside, but the athleticism of this young man, he hit the joystick reverse button, hit the reverse gear, and then reversed it to the outside. Looked like a wheel route, even though it wasn't, but it's going to give the Falcons a 1st down at their own 43-yard line. The Falcons have already moved the ball 35 yards on this drive alone. 4 receivers split. 4:38 to go, 9-8 is the score. Ball is snapped. CJ fakes it, throws it outside to Ricky Hunt. Ricky Hunt with 3 Beavers around him, and he decides to lower his helmet and get a gain of 1. That's called getting whatever you can on that play. Second down, maybe a gain of 1, so second down and 9 for sure.
Now, see, when you got 2 quarterbacks, that could be where you do you basically do the pass to Ricky, and then Ricky passes it to Jay Nickens. I mean, so you know there's some trickery that they could do from that. So let's see if that's setting up something else.
4 receivers, trips to the left side, high snap. CJ has it on his toes this time, and he throws it into the hands of the linebacker. And the linebacker is taking the ball inside the 40-yard line, and is going to be brought down at the Millwood 35-yard line. CJ was on his toes and then threw it across the middle, and J.P. Harris was Johnny on the spot, and he took it. But I'm going to tell you this time, at least it wasn't Colin McDaniel, who has 3 on the night.
Yeah, exactly. I think he got a 4th one. They're going to give him the chain on the sideline, you know. I mean, so that was definitely he just didn't see him, and then that happens. And so good momentum. We just got to defense, come on, give us another one here so we can
So it's now on the 32-yard line. On the last drive, we saw back-to-back penalties that killed the drive for the Beavers on it. Let's see if the Falcons can force that again. They played very sound defensively. And now a timeout has been called by Millwood, and we will take one here. It's a CBS Sports Radio 105.3 timeout. Make sure you check out Myron Patton, James Hale, P.J. Mills. We got Chiefs, Oklahoma City Blue, and local sports. Check us out, OKC CBS Sports 105.3. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Football, brought to you by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
At Riverwind, we strive to provide the best casino experience.
Because we are proud to be number 1.
With over 2,800 of your favorite games.
You're simply the best.
And the best rewards.
There's no better place to play.
Only at the One.
And welcome back to LW Good Football Stadium. Falcons tonight almost have more turnovers than they have points. They've got 8 points, but we have 5 turnovers. Now, look, I'm not interested in us catching that number tonight, Coach Hayes.
No, I'm not. And I'm hoping that we don't keep it up to where they say turnovers will lose the game for you. I think we can fight through this, guys. So we just gotta see what we can do in this defensive possession for us.
Metzger spins off 1, 2, 3, 4 Falcon defenders. He's still on his feet. He's at the 20. He's at the 15-yard line, and he fights his way all the way down to the 10-yard line, bringing the Scott City crowd that made the travel down here stand up and cheer after a gain of 25 yards down to the 11-yard line. What a run by Metzger. He did a great job running the route that was designed for the quarterback sweep play, and he just kept spinning off defenders, Coach Hayes.
Yeah, that's where when you're on the backside, you got to contain so that you don't allow that to happen with a large play like that. So,
all right, so minimal gain on the play. But it was a gain down inside the 10, down to the 9, so a gain of 2. Now, they can get a first down. The ball was at the 11, so you got to get to the 1-yard line. And if I'm the Beavers, it's 4-down territory all night long from this spot.
Yeah.
3:13 to go. Beavers in a huddle with 22 seconds on the play clock. All right, coming to the line, they all run. Wing T formation to the right. And they're going to hand the ball over to Jace Thomas. He gets nothing. He might have lost a yard. Going to take the ball back to the 10, so 3rd down and 9. And as I said before, Coach, it does not matter to me. They're going for it here.
They're going for it. This is 4 down. This is 5-down territory. You know, they'll make up a down.
He said 5th down.
Yeah, they're going to make it up. They're going to try to make this happen. This is huge. I mean, if they'll be able to get this, then that basically puts us up into if they do, it'd be a 2-score game. I mean, basically, we'd have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to maintain a tie.
Just to maintain a tie.
Yeah, just to get the tie. So this is huge. They're going to take their time on this and make sure that they can finish this.
Timeout on the field, and we'll take one here as well. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Did you know that every day someone misses out on a great opportunity, all because of the fear of rejection? But what if you could explore that opportunity without facing any consequences or even wasting your time? Guess what? Now you can with iPrecheck at boomerkia.com. When other dealers try to keep you in the dark until the very end, at Boomer Kia, we're upfront and transparent, all without having to speak to anybody. So instead of spending hours in a dealership getting yanked around just to find out if you're not getting the deal you want, visit boomerkia.com and click the iPrecheck form. You'll get your real credit score, your real monthly payments, and more for every vehicle on our site. So what's the best thing about iPrecheck? There's zero risk. It literally doesn't cost you anything. Just enter your name, your address, and the last four of your social, and you can be pre-approved instantly for a brand new Kia at Boomer Kia. So what are you waiting for? Visit boomerkia.com and click the iPrecheck banner to get pre-approved, all without any risk to your credit. Then come to Boomer Kia off I-240 in South Walker.
Metzger drops back in the pocket and throws the ball over the middle of the field, and the pass is incomplete. Great job by the Falcons defense on that play. So fourth down. You called it, Coach Hayes. You said during the timeout they're going to go back to that passing stuff again. And that's just something that they have not been able to be extremely successful tonight. But they're trying to catch the Falcons napping. But the Falcons have been able to take advantage of it. So, again, we're going to trot out here Mr. Munoz and attempt a field goal. And the Munoz field goal attempt is good as he hits the multiplex building. The kick was all of, looks like it was 26-yard field goal by Munoz. Nice job on that series for the Beavers. You want points, you got points. They extend the lead to 12-8. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Oklahoma City. Yes, sir. Love's Travel Stop and Country Stores and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company are proud partners in recognizing outstanding high school students who are setting the standards in and out of their classrooms. With our 2022-2023 Student of the Month program, each month a chosen high school student will be selected for Student of the Month. The winner will automatically qualify to be selected for Student of the Year. For winning Student of the Year, the recipient will win a $10,000 scholarship paid directly to a college of their choice. Please take time to nominate a student who exemplifies outstanding characteristics in the classroom and as a citizen in our community. Just go online to the blackchronicle.com. That's blackchronicle.com to nominate a student for the Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores Student of the Month. Rules and regulations apply.
All right, we're back here at LW Good Football Stadium, and Coach had one thing to say. You said three's better than it could have been, six or something else.
Yeah. Like I say, I'm gonna take my victories as we can get them. We got to stay positive, and the guys are still in this game. They just got to fight through some of this adversity.
It's still a one-score game.
Yeah, it is. So it's still in reach.
And the kickoff is going to be fielded, muffed inside the 5. Ricky Hunt doing what he always does, making something out of nothing. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. You're not going to catch him. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. 25. Touchdown, Falcons.
Hey, Mo, you watch the touchdown. I'm going to look for any flags. Okay, we good.
Ricky Hunt with a 95-yard touchdown return, and the Falcons would get it done on special teams. What a play by Ricky Hunt.
That's 99.
Oh, it was 99.
99, yes, 99.
The ball was muffed inside the 5. It was muffed inside the 5-yard line, picked up at the 1-yard line, and then returned 99 yards for a touchdown.
That was all planned, Coach. We're gonna say that, Mo. That was all planned.
It was all planned.
You look at every possession that we've had a mishap, something good has happened out of. So we'll take what we can get.
Like I said, I don't know if Ricky Hunt's like WD-40. You can just put him whatever you want. But anytime he can make a bad situation look good real quick, and that was a really good-looking situation.
Yeah, he stopped the squeaking. I got you on that WD. I got you.
All right, Ricky Hunt going to get it on the Wild Falcon play. 9 seconds to snap the ball. And Hunt has it and decided to run up the middle of the field. He cannot get in. They're going to say the two-point conversion is no good. But the Falcons have retaken the lead following a 99-yard touchdown return by Ricky Hunt, and now lead by the score of 14-12. What an unbelievable night we got here at the Good.
And that's why there's so many facets of the game. because like sometimes if your offense is not doing, your defense may get it. The defense ain't getting it. Hey, special teams.
Well, let's just talk about that. In the first half, the Beavers used their special teams to pin the Falcons' teeth. That's how they got the 2 points out of the defense on the safety.
Yep.
The Falcons used it to put points on the board in the kicking game on a kickoff return.
Yep.
So when you start looking at situations, special teams have had so much impact to this game as any of the other side of the ball has.
And that's the thing is that a lot of times the kids don't want to play the special teams. I want to play defense. I want to play offense. I want to start. But they don't realize why it's called special teams, because it plays a special part. And sometimes when I was a special team coach, I would basically determine whether I'm going to do an onside kick based on how they lined up. I don't care if we're up by 70 or up by 6. I mean, you have to take opportunities when they come. And so this is very – I happened to watch practice this week with Coach Franklin, and he fired half of the special teams on one side. He's like, they wasn't doing what they needed to, and he had to regroup them. I mean, so, they just was kind of not really taking it serious. And so I'm glad that they show how important special teams can be.
Now, the key thing here is usually when something happens on that side, Coach Hayes, I'm just going to go ahead and say it to you right now. You don't give it up. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, don't give it right back.
Exactly.
Don't give it right back. So that's something that you have to go ahead and do. So right now we're going to let the ball get put back in play. 2:13 to go, and the kick, ball blows off the tee. Temperature is continuing to fall, so it's about 9 o'clock in Oklahoma City tonight, and the current temperature is right around 82 right now. We knew it was going to fall in the fourth quarter here, so it's going to get a little cooler. The pads get a little sharper. And it's a nice squib kick. Unfortunately, it's going to go out of bounds, creating a penalty. And again, it's favorable field position. And I understand you wanted to squib it so you didn't give it right back, but that's something that you don't want to give them so much positive field position. But it will be 1st and 10 from where it went out of bounds, which will be the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 from that spot.
Yeah, you got to trust your special teams to be able to cover that kick. And so with the way they're playing right now, the momentum that Scott City has, it would be good to try to get our defense a better position where they can kind of, fight a little bit, even make a few mistakes, but you're not that far down the field. Now you're literally almost at half field, and so now you got to fight your own end.
Got to fight your own end, and so at this point in time, they're going to spot the ball, which will be they're going to say it went out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So the officials are in dispute. Okay, now we got to understanding. The field judge has now finally said the ball is marked to the 45-yard line. So that's where they will start off 1st and 10 from that exact spot. So 1st and 10 for the Beavers. Metzger had a great run on the last drive that set up the field goal. So now they sprint to the line with 18 seconds on the clock. Ball is snapped, and they're going to get the ball over to Bailey. That's not Bailey on that play. Let me check that. That is Jace Thomas. Thomas ahead with a gain of about 2 on the play. And to me, the Falcons got to stay in the game mode. The defense just felt like they got off the field. Now they're back on the field because you just had a quick energy, on a return, a 99-yard touchdown return. They got to keep their energy up and got to be focused here, Coach.
Yeah. I'm gonna start looking and seeing how they're hanging their hands on their legs and their knees, and how really energetic they are and coming off the ball to see whether or not it's starting to affect them.
The Falcons over-penetrated this time, and guess who was on the spot? That's Brady Welker, who blasts ahead for a gain of about 12 yards, but there is a flag in the play, and it's a holding. Against the Falcons. And once again, in the second half of this game, the Beavers are not as sharp as they were early on in the contest, Coach, and that's going to move the ball back to what will be, and it's going to move it back inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. And all I have to say about that is, again, that's their 4th penalty of the 3rd quarter. And, I mean, the Beavers are just not as sharp as they were in the first half.
Yeah, so they're either our athleticism starting to get into them, and so they're trying to hold on and maintain.
All right, going to throw it to the outside. Metzger trying to run around this time, and nothing doing there as Carlos Strong brings him down after a gain of 2. So that's going to put him at the 38-yard line, 3rd down of what will be 17 or 18 yards. And if you're the Falcons, you're just playing smart. You don't have to give up a big play. Just bring him, tackle him in space, and get the ball back. Get your offense back on the field, or get Ricky Hunt another opportunity well, he can't have to return the ball. We're under a minute to play here in the third quarter. So 12 seconds to snap it. Two receivers split, wing T. They're going to throw the ball up. Metzger going to swing it to the outside and then just run him out of bounds, and they do. Right short of midfield at about the 47-yard line. He gains 8 or 9, but if you needed 17, that's not quite enough.
That's great.
So right now, Coach Turner is opting to bring the punting unit on for the Beavers.
And, Coach, right now, I'm so proud of his defense. His defense has worked hard to maintain and keep us, and so they have definitely worked their meal for tonight.
Now, let's see if the kick by Welker kicks it hard and is going to let it go into the end zone for a touchback. And this time they put a little bit of hurry up on him, and this time he put a little bit too much pepper on that kick. This young man is an outstanding kicker. Let me just tell you, Welker kicked the ball 64 yards cold and dropped it inside the one.
And that was it was more of a soccer style type kick, rugby type kick. I mean, it wasn't even straight up. I mean, on the run, just to see it and placed it well. I mean, man, their special teams, man, the kickers have been really good. And then after that 26-yard field goal, I mean, they've got some special guys in those positions.
All right, here we go, going to work right now. CJ has it. And before things get started, it's going to be a false start call here. It looks like the offensive line jumped a little bit, so it's going to be 1st and 15 now.
We are definitely catching up on the flags in the third quarter, huh?
Yeah, but we like what we have on the scoreboard, right? 28 seconds to go before we get to the fourth quarter. Moves the ball back to the 15-yard line. So they need to get to the 30 for a first down, so 1st and 15 from that spot.
There's 28 seconds on the clock, so who should we give to?
Oh, they're 28.
28? Okay, all right, okay,
28.
all right. I was checking that to see, make sure, so.
Yeah, if it's 28 on the clock, you give the ball to Ricky Hunt. You do that all the time. And even if it's 58, 38, 48, 18, or 8, you give it to Ricky Hunt. That's what you do. Ball snapped, and Ricky Hunt on a play fake gets the ball to the outside to Nickens. Nickens makes the first man miss, and then he takes a shot, and it's going to be run out of bounds at about the Nickens slow getting up there. He took a shot, and he's going to lose. Are they going to say he lost another yard? Yeah, that's what well, it looks like that. No, they're going to put it back at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and 15. Nickens says he's all right, but that was a shot he took.
Like I say, if we run on that first one, because I think the wind is right in our face right now, we would get in our backs in the second, third, fourth quarter. So
ball snap, CJ has it. Throwing up a screen play, Ricky Hunt has it. He's at the 15-yard line. He's at the 20. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. And is going to get brought down close to a first down yardage with 12 seconds on the clock. Will it be enough for a first down? Let's see where they spot it. They're going to say it's the 29-yard line.
His momentum fell forward. He was on the.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. Give the man, if you run that hard, you give him an extra yard. You just do that. So that's the end of the third quarter. Put your 4 fingers in the air. We'll be back for more Millwood Falcon football on the other side. We're listening to Millwood Football, brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
KRMP, K221FQ, Oklahoma City. The all-new Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140, a Berry Broadcasting Station.
You belong at Sunbeam Family Services. Sunbeam is hiring early education teachers to help young children grow and thrive. Sunbeam offers a $2,000 sign-on incentive for full-time teachers and a $1,000 sign-on incentive for part-time teachers. Sunbeam is a leader in early childhood, has excellent benefits, is an 8-time best place to work, and is committed to an exclusive environment. Employees are supported in their professional growth while building brighter futures with all children and families. For more info, visit sunbeamfamilyservices.org.
Welcome back to LW Good Football Stadium, the start of the fourth quarter. I want to thank our sponsors for tonight's Big O's Pork and Dreams. It's the best barbecue in Oklahoma City. If you haven't had the famous Fat Butt Spud, you haven't lived life. Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations to serve you, a location in Edmond and in Midwest City. Tell Big O that we sent you. taking the ball inside the 30-yard line down to the 29. 12 is on the clock. The Falcons are up, and they have the ball. So, Coach Hayes, you have a lead, so you just make smart decisions here, as the Beavers do. So, double tight end, 2 receivers with 22 on the clock. And trying to run a little quarterback zone read play. Well read.
Yeah, well read on that one.
And so nothing doing there. So 4th down. Try to hurry to the line of scrimmage and do the old New England play where everybody runs and then we just scoot forward. But in this particular case, it did not happen. So 4th down. And this time, the Falcons want to elect to punt the ball.
Yeah, we got to do punter because Carter's out. So we may need to make sure to call a timeout. They may try to rush this kick. See if they can get a short field on it. So our special teams coach may need to kind of make sure everybody counts and keep the middle of that defense out of the way of his kicker.
So now 4th down and 1. So it's going to be interesting here. We're going to stay here during the timeout. I also want to thank our sponsor tonight, Chris and Christy Harrison, Heritage Funeral Home. In your time of need, let the professionals at Chris and Christy Harrison at Heritage Funeral Home take care of you and your loved one. Call today to learn more at 405-424-5100. Now, in this situation here, would you even consider going for it? Would you have the lead?
No. I mean, our defense is playing very well right now. I would love to have them play on their. We've been playing on our half of the field, and I'd like to be able to switch that. So if we can be able just to get a good kickoff here and pin them in on their side of the field, and in that way our defense do well like they do, and then maybe we'll get a short field and close these books.
All right, so now the Falcons have elected to punt the ball away. And they're going to go for it, and Big Mitchell Levine is going to power himself forward, and he's going to get enough. They snapped it to the halfback. Nice play call, nice play fake. You said you wouldn't go for it. I said I wouldn't go for it. And Darwin Franklin said, we're going ahead, and we're going to have first down, and they did just that. So first down, Falcons now. Going to move the ball now out to the 33-yard line.
But I understand why if you still want to give his defense a little more of a rest. So now we can continue to keep offense going and maybe finish this one. We're switching up quarterbacks now.
So now, ball is snapped, and they're going to run the ball to the side. And Ricky Hunt with the so in other words, with the wild Falcon on the play. So a gain of 2. Second down and 9. Everybody's adjusting their shoes, trying to get everything together here. Second down and 9. 11:08 to go in the contest here.
So here's where you don't snap that ball with quick. This is where you pretty much use this shot to the clock to be able to allow us to get some time.
All right, the ball is snapped, and this time running right up the middle again. And that is the strength of the Beaver defense we're trying to run through. We might have lost another yard, so it's 3rd down and 10. And in this particular situation, the Falcons have got to attack the edge, Coach. You cannot attack the center of that Beaver defense. It is strong in there, led by linebacker number 51, J.P. Harris, who's had a heck of a night. 19 seconds, and Ricky Hunt adjusts. The Beavers look like they're coming, and they are. Right in the A gap, going to throw it over the middle of the field, and that ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage. And just like I said before, coming on a delayed blitz, J.P. Harris, he knocks it down. So it's 4th down, and the Falcons are going to have to punt this ball away this time.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, that means that kick, I guess I don't know what, the fake kick on 4th down, what does that really do for us if we
Well, what it did was take some minutes off the clock. Okay. So you got to find the positive. So now we're under 10 to play by the time the Beavers get the ball again. High snap over his head, and this time it's still rolling around on the ground, and now the Falcons got to fall on it inside the 10-yard line. but the ball is snapped over the punter's head, and it's going to be Beaver football all the way. And again, if that's what's going to happen, it's going to break the momentum, and it's going to cause problems for the Falcons once again, because the last time the Beavers were in this position, they knew exactly what to do and matriculated the ball right into the end zone. The ball is inside the 10 at the 9.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a heartbreaker. Once again, now we got to see this defense give us another one here. But I mean, only having 8 yards, the Beavers they're pretty good at that.
So the object here is we know it's 4-down territory, so we got to tackle in space. Everybody's going to do their job. Ball is snapped, and they give the ball to the outside. And he cuts inside, and he fights his way into the end zone and scores. Is Lawson Bailey stumbling, bumbling, not to quote Chris Berman, but into the end zone he goes for the touchdown there, Coach.
Yeah, that definitely was, like I say, the outside. I mean, really and truly, you look at both of our defenses, the inner side has pretty much been solid. And the only way you're able to get any momentum or any yards is to go on the outside. And he's been an amazing runner tonight. And so that physicality just gave him that burst to jump on in the end zone. So they're going to go for 2 here.
Going to go for 2 and try to keep the pressure on the Falcons. So this is a huge 2-point conversion. All right, they're going to snap the ball and give the ball right up the middle of the field and then go into the end zone and scores it is Jackson Rumford as he takes it into the end zone plus the 2-point conversion. And for that, the Beavers now extend the lead to 20-14. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, brought to you by SSM Health St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the legal ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Bounty, the quicker picker upper.
There's a flag on the play near the 50-yard line, but Xavier Thompson takes it all the way to the house for another Falcon touchdown on a kickoff return. So let's see what the call is here. The officials, Darwin Franklin looks confused about the flag on the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I think this one's coming back.
A block in the back, perhaps? So with 9:48 to go, the special teams from the Falcons are doing all they can to get the Falcons back in the game. And it's going to be holding against the Falcons. You don't see holding during kickoff returns too often. You just don't.
You don't. I mean, that's a block in the back. I mean, you don't get that close to each other to be able to hold. I mean, so I'm totally confused on that call.
You know, so as they march the penalty back, and again, I'll accept block in the back. That moves the ball back to the Falcon 39-yard line. So the Falcons will have the ball 1st and 10 from that spot, from that play. But Coach Hayes, you know, that's a momentum killer. When Xavier Thompson ran all the way across the field, he ran nearly 120 yards to take it to the end zone.
Mm-hmm. He did. Like I said, I mean, we're still in good position here, so we just got to capitalize on this. We got our offense got to kind of get back.
And there seems to be a conversation going on with Coach Franklin and the side judge who's talking about the last play. So Coach Franklin is trying to get some understanding from the officials. So now the officials are stepping away and getting a conversation. So the discussion is being on, as Franklin is asking for clarification. So now the official is telling him, the head referee is asking a question, and Franklin and him are having a conversation about the call.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, and I get Coach Franklin's frustration. Explain to me. You know, that's the one thing you can't throw that flag and not give me an understanding as to how it happens.
Because the call was holding.
It's holding. You know.
So the penalty, and the officials are everybody, cooler heads are prevailing, and that's what you want. But it will be 1st and 10 at the 39 or 38-yard line. So Franklin staying his distance from the officials, so everybody's on the right page now. 3 receivers, twins to the outside, 2 backs in the backfield, and now the other official was asking about, Coach Turner from Scott City was asking for clarification. 3 receivers, twins to the right side. Ball is snapped, and they're going to throw the ball to the outside, and that pass is caught. Nice throw, nice catch, and I mean to the long side of the field. The ball was on the left hash. He completed the pass all the way over on the right side of the field on the numbers over to Sierra Sumbath for a gain of 5 yards. Dangerous pass because as a safety, if you can break on the ball, you have a great chance to make a play on the ball.
But they've been respecting our receivers. I mean, they're giving them almost 5 to 7 yards off the ball. So
3 receivers now. Ball snapped. You're going to throw it up. And going to throw it to the outside, throwing a deep pass on the outside. And Xavier Thompson caught it this time and inside the 5-yard line before he finally comes down. And finally, CJ and Xavier make that connection. And that's going to be a Falcon first down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. What a pass play. We saw that miss 3 times in the first quarter, but you said, Coach, I believe in that connection, and that connection just paid off big time.
Yep. I got internet again. So, hey, we got cable. We can watch some more live TV with CJ and Thompson. So, man, that's what coming to you live from the Falcon Stadium, ain't it?
All right, so the Falcons now get down to the sideline pretty quick. Been waiting for a big play explosion like that. It is the second biggest play of the night, second to Ricky Hunt and his 99-yard touchdown return. So this time we got a pistol formation under center, and this time they're going to put it in the belly of Ricky Hunt. And then a flag is thrown as we get into the end zone. Another flag is thrown here. So it looks like it's thrown from the back judge, and the back judge will say holding. And it's holding against the Falcons.
You know, I mean, and like I say, I mean, he wasn't in position for that. I didn't see how he saw that, but you know.
Well, depending on who you call it on, a back judge and the referee's number one call is holding based upon their vantage point, what they're supposed to be looking for. But what you can't always underestimate here is there's holding on every play. So you got to decide what you're going to let go or not, and you just want consistency on the call. That's what you could ever ask for. So 3 receivers, twins to the right side. CJ's going to throw it up and across the middle. And this time, multiple flags come in as coming across the formation. Pass interference is going to be called as Iverson McElwee was running a slant route into the end zone and was taken down.
It's the same route he ran last week against Douglas for his touchdown. So it's pretty much the same route. And I think he was in good position. Free safety was held back a little bit, so
pass interference, and again, that's not like in the end zone. You get it in the NFL, you get it at the 1. High school football, you get a 10-yard play or half the distance to the goal, put the ball at the 5-yard line, but it will be a first, well, it doesn't have to be a first down, but since it was a first down play, it will remain first down. You know, you get spoiled watching the NFL. You know it's 1st and 10 and the ball wherever the flag was thrown.
Yeah, exactly.
But not in high school.
Not in high school.
So.
Yeah, because if it was on the 15-yard line, it should be on about the 7-yard line.
So 2nd and goal now from the 7-yard line. So now, ball is snapped, and CJ going to take the direct snap and take off running and maybe get 1 yard on the play. And again, when we're running the ball, we got to get to the edges or we got to attack where the linebackers are leaving. Because once again, you are attacking the strength of that Beaver defense, which is right there. Their front 7 is strong, let me tell you. So here we go. The Falcons down 6, 8-10 to go. Ball at the Beaver 7-yard line. Falcons looking for the lead here. And CJ's going to throw it, and there's another flag coming, and the ball's deflected in the end zone. And it's in the area once again by the official.
We got a flag.
The area of holding.
Holding.
So it's going to be another holding penalty. So the officials, what needs to happen here, if you're a high school coach and you're experiencing this kind of frustration, you need to meet with the officials at the end of any half you can to find out what is causing the constant barrage of penalties. And tonight, it hasn't been hands to the face. It hasn't been chop block. It hasn't been, clipping. It hasn't been any of that stuff. It's been the same call.
Holding.
And holding happens in every play.
On every possession.
And so for both teams do it. So it's a matter of what you're going to decide to let go and what you're going to decide to say that's not good play. All right, Turnbull. Now the Falcons have it at the 20-yard line. So throwing it to the end zone to Nickens, and Nickens is hit, but that pass was uncatchable. So at 7:55 to go.
Yeah, like I say, this is 4-down territory, so we don't have a kicker like they do. So
the ball will remain at the 19-yard line, so it's now going to be 3rd and goal from the 19.
It's almost like what happened to us with the Heritage Hall game. So it's like we're getting another replay to see if we can do better execution than what we did last time. So
13 seconds on the play clock, so now they got to hurry up. It's under 10, under 9, under 8. Are the Falcons going to get set, or are they going to end up calling a timeout? It's 4 seconds on the clock. They need to call a timeout. And the official, and finally, Coach Franklin and the staff called timeout. The play was late getting in, and again, nothing good happens when you have to run it. Yep. So we're going to take a timeout. Timeout sponsored this time around by First Security Bank. First Security Bank is a proud sponsor of Millwood Falcon football. Here to serve the community and proud to be the only African-American owned bank in the state of Oklahoma. Let First Security Bank become your bank home, conveniently located at 1451 Northeast 23rd Street. Call them Monday through Friday, 405-424-4341. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon football.
Life doesn't wait when you're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do, but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in Action, helping you get back in action.
And we are back. The situation now, big time, 3rd and 19, 3rd and goal from the 19 for the Falcons. And let's see what the coaching staff draws up here. Ball is snapped. Going to put it up. Turnbull's going to throw it into the end zone. He's got Xavier Thompson with a step. And Xavier catches it in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Corner route touchdown. He ran to the back pylon, and CJ put plenty of air under it, Coach, as you've been asking for all night, and he got the ball into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I mean, and just the way that he basically caught it from behind his head. I mean, he had to adjust completely around in order to make that catch. Exceptional play. Great job. Now, if we can be able to get this 2-point conversion.
This would be huge. This is really the biggest moment of the game in the fourth quarter. A 2-point conversion here, 15 seconds on the clock. Falcons tied the game up at 20 and are looking for the lead right now. Ricky Hunt getting a call. 5 seconds to snap the ball. Ball is snapped, and then Ricky Hunt runs right in the middle of the field and gets in, and the two-point conversion is good.
Is good.
What a job, what a play by Ricky Hunt Jr. Taking it in, and the Falcons have taken the lead 22-20. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
At Riverwind, we strive to provide the best casino experience.
Because we are proud to be number one.
With over 2,800 of your favorite games.
And the best rewards.
There's no better place to play.
Only at the one.
Seven minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this contest. The Falcons score. Time for our A-plus lawn service and owner Milo Wilson scoring recap. They are offering Weed Killer Special for $49 for a standard home lot front and back, or $225 per acre. Give them a call today at 405-767-3382. The Falcons drove the ball 56 yards for that touchdown drive, and it's the second longest drive of the night, capped off by a 50-yard play by Xavier Thompson to get it there, and then with a 19-yard touchdown to go ahead and score the touchdown. So the Falcons are now kicking the ball off. Ball goes through the end zone, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Coach, an unbelievable drive when the team, you asked the question, did the team learn from what it did and faced against Heritage Hall? Right now, the answer seems to be yes.
Yes, I got my answer. You know, and that's what you want to see. You want to be able to get an opportunity to get in another scenario. What would you do? You know, and so you got that opportunity, so they executed this time, did a great job.
So now, trying to get to the line of scrimmage, cannot get there. So now the Falcons got to replace a player who lost his helmet on that last play. But nonetheless, the ball is at the 20-yard line. No gain, 2nd down and 10, and 7:28 to go. And here's the thing we need to talk about. This is still what the Beavers want. They're not down. They're down less than a field goal. They've already proven that they have the special teams to do it. All they want to do is drive the football. Metzger runs up the middle of the field and takes a shot at the 26-yard line after a game that would be maybe 5-6 yards. So now Coach Turner's got a decision to make here, because obviously you're not going to go for it on 4th down here, or at least you shouldn't. So this is a big play here. If the Falcons want to seize control of the game while they have the momentum on their side, this is the time. Get the 3 and out and get the offense back on the field.
Yeah, I think they're going to dial up a pass play here, just to try to be able to see. They're spreading everything out. They may do another sweep.
Okay, Metzger runs to the outside, runs into a wall, and is going to be brought down, led by Carlos Strong and a host of Falcon defenders. Carlos gets up, pumping his chest with enthusiastic joy as the Beavers are going to be forced to punt after losing 4 yards, 4th down and 9. This is the time that the Falcons have to assume control now, Coach, in that situation.
You know, and it's almost like, you know, if Xavier can get a touchdown on this punt return, I'll take it, you know, but I know they're going to try to keep it away from him, but we got good field position.
All right, the kick is away, and it takes a Beaver bounce into Falcon territory and will be downed inside the 45, what would be the 44 or 43-yard line.
So I'm excited about this. This is what we've been waiting for. Our offense woke up in that last possession. Now what we need to do is go down and show them who Falcon football is about and basically go ahead and seal the coffin. Right here, this possession is great. You got 5 minutes and 50 seconds left. If we can just keep the ball and be able to execute and finish, there's no way they have a 2-minute offense that can be able to move the field along the length of the field.
They have not shown that type of explosion all night long, and it's not clear whether they can.
Correct.
So with 3 receivers right now, Ricky Hunt CJ in the backfield with 25 seconds on the play clock. And the ball is snapped, and CJ's going to run the quarterback sweep. What a nice call. Off tackle, quarterback sweep, runs the ball just a yard shy of midfield. He's going to be marked down at the 49-yard line. Gain of 6, second down and 4.
You know, and it also looked like an option there. Because, I mean, him and Ricky went both sides right, and then he cut it up. So it was almost like he had an option to pitch or continue to keep. And so that gives a huge different package look than what they're used to seeing, than the Beavers have seen all night long.
Second down and what would be 5. Ball is snapped, and this time Ricky Hunt gets it on a counter. Makes one man miss, two men miss, and takes it up the field into Beaver territory down to the 46-yard line before he's brought down. And that stops the clock for only a second at the 5 minutes and 10-second mark. And the object is to get the clock under 3, put the pressure on the Beavers. But again, you want to take it all the way down. The goal really isn't even to score here. It'd be nice.
You know, like I say, they have one timeout. We both got one timeout left, so they can't stall it. So we can be able to get it down and kneel it and keep the ball. That'd be great.
All right, the clock is running now. 5:10 to go. So CJ looks at the play clock. And they're going to hand the ball off up the middle again to Ricky Hunt. Ricky Hunt tries to turn the corner, and he does at the 40. He's going to be brought down, and then he runs out of bounds.
Stay out of bounds. Stay in bounds. Stay in bounds.
He runs out of bounds, which is going to stop the clock. But it does get the Falcons another first down inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line. But at 4:53, you could have taken another 30 if you just got inside, took a knee. You don't have to run out of bounds, just take a knee.
This is where you mentally have to play the game. It's not always about how much you win by, just as long as you win.
3 receivers now. And before things happen, someone jumped in the neutral zone. So it is offsides against the Beavers. It's going to take the ball down to the 30-yard line. So it will be first down and 5. The clock's still sitting at 4:53. All right, so are they running the clock? No, they're running the clock at the snap of the ball. So CJ calls for Xavier Thompson to come in motion. Then they give the ball to Big Meach with a big hole in the middle of the field. And he powers his way down near the 25-yard line. They're going to say second down, or they're going to say first down. It's enough for a first down to the 25-yard line. 4:45, and the clock continues to run.
You know, and he's not even at his full strength. You know, he had to miss last year because of that knee surgery, and so he's coming off, a phenomenal freshman year. And so now he is a junior, and he has so much up potential. So I'm just excited to see him continue to grind here.
All right. So 2 receivers, single back, CJ and shotgun. Call Xavier in motion, and then they give the ball to Ricky Hunt. Ricky Hunt inside the 20. He's down to the 15-yard line before he's brought down at the 16-yard line with tick, 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 tick. Under 4:10 to go. And the Falcons are matriculating the ball down the field. That's a wonderful word to use when you're a Falcon fan tonight.
Yes, you are. And I noticed something. I've seen the hands on the knees of the Beavers players. We've got them exactly where our holes now are working. We're getting penetration at the line. And so what I thought was going to possibly happen to us is now happening to the Beavers.
All right, here we go again. 3 receivers, twins to the right side, Ricky Hunt in shotgun. Ricky Hunt in the hip pocket next to CJ in shotgun. And CJ with plenty of time, just need to take off and run and let it go. And wisely throws it away. And again, he just threw it away. Now the only thing bad he did is he threw an incomplete pass that stops the clock at 3:32.
There was nobody but him and the defender. He's got one man to beat. There's 11 on the field. You got one to beat. Beat that man. Even if he tackles you inbounds. The clock's still running, and now we'd be probably under 3 minutes. So, there's still got to be that mental capacity that we got to be able to work on. So it's a good teaching moment tomorrow in film setting.
Well, the only thing is good also is he didn't take the sack. I mean, not when you're in plus territory.
Right.
You got the momentum going. Now 6 seconds on the clock.
But you want the clock to run.
Here. Oh, the officials are talking. Okay.
Yeah, you want the clock to run. You know, even I mean, we're in 4-down territory.
Okay, so wait a second. So they're going to call intentional grounding against the Falcons. Now, grant you there was nobody there, but they're asking, did he get out of the pocket? So now the referee's going to talk to him. Now, the question was he out of the pocket, Coach Hayes, when he let it go?
I don't think he was. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think he was. But, like I say, I thought he was going to run the ball, and yet he decided to go ahead and just throw it out. There's nobody in there.
Intentional grounding is actually worse because in this situation you lose it down. Now, right now it stands at second down, so it will be after intentional grounding. It will move the ball back some yards, but they lose it down, so it'll be third down and 11 yards after the intentional grounding?
Yeah, probably if it's a 10-yard penalty, yes.
So the officials are down here talking. I made a joke during the LU game last week. I said, what would you do for a Klondike bar? And the reason why I said that is because all these times the officials are talking, that's what I could get out of my freezer. 3:32 to go. So it's loss of down. So a loss, okay, so only 5 yards. Moves the ball back to the 21-yard line.
Which is still not bad. We're still in 4-down territory.
3rd and 6 here. So CJ has it. It's going to take off. And then he tries to run to the outside. Could have been holding. And he runs out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Near the 20-yard line. So 3:25. The Beavers just gained a good momentum here. It's 4th down here. Now, so let me ask the question. What do you do, Coach Hayes?
You get a ball to Ricky. I mean, you know, or like I say, or you do a pass, because regardless, you're going to turn the ball over on downs if you don't make it.
You know what I would do here? The ball's at the right hash mark right now. And it's 16 seconds on the clock.
And you got Xavier over here.
Yes. Okay, well, it's not going to be enough time for me to describe it, but Ricky Hunt does get it, and Ricky Hunt goes inside and plows himself ahead, and he's going to get inside the 10-yard line, down to the 6-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and goal Falcons.
I said get a ball to who?
You said give it to Ricky.
Give it to Ricky.
Well, we made the call. You said if it's 28 seconds. I said if it's 18, 8, 38, 48, 58. Give it to him.
Give it to Ricky. Give it to Ricky.
Now we have a hurt player on the field. That was a 1st down by Big O's Pork and Dreams. Hey, you want some of the best barbecue in Oklahoma City? If you haven't had it, try the famous Fat Butt Spud, because you haven't lived a life if you haven't had it. Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations to serve you, with a location in Edmond, West City. Tell Big O's that we sent you. Also want to thank Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home. In your time of need, let the professionals at Chris and Christy Harrison at Heritage Funeral Home take care of you and your loved one. Call today to learn more as the player gets off under his own power at 405-424-5100. That's 424-5100. So the timeout on the field sets up a 1st and goal situation, and the timeouts are both teams have 1 timeout left with 3:15 to go. So, Coach Hayes, if it's me at this case, you don't do anything else. It's Ricky Hunt time.
Just run the ball.
Every player, every team, has a closer. Put the ball in his hands, and good things happen.
Just secure the ball.
I'm not going to say in Ricky we trust, but I'm going to say in this situation I do. I don't want to put the ball in the air. I just want to run the football.
Run the football, stay in bounds. That's all we need to do. Run the football, stay in bounds.
All right, the clock is now running. 12 seconds on the play clock. Ball is snapped, and they give the ball to Ricky Hunt. Ricky Hunt is going to fall forward for maybe a yard. Under 2:50 to go. So that means you don't have to snap it again until under 2:20. So 1 step at a time. Just keep on letting that clock tick, because the more you do this, the more uncomfortable of a situation you put the Beavers in.
I want
Falcons
this
on
offense,
top 22-20.
I want this offense to finish strong. They need to finish strong. The defense have been containing them. Now the offense finishes for them.
All right, 14 seconds on the clock. The Falcons are changing the play with 10 on the clock. So here we go. So now, ball is snapped, and Ricky Hunt gets it. He's looking for space to operate. Tries to run to the outside and takes it to the end zone. Tiptoes in. Touchdown.
I don't see no flags. Touchdown. That was great.
Ricky Hunt. And the Turner for the Beavers is very upset because he said it was a false start on the play.
Yeah.
And if you were watching on the Millwood Falcon YouTube page, you saw what we saw. The center started maybe a half second early, but for all the other holding calls, everything always evened it out. So now Ricky Hunt's going to go for 2, as the Falcons are up by 2, but they can go up 10 if they convert this and put the game nearly out of reach. $16 seconds to snap it. And Ricky Hunt going to take it up the middle, and he should have cut behind Big Meach.
He got it.
And they're going to say the 2-point conversion is good.
It's good.
So the Falcons are now up 30-20. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Football, brought to you by SSM Health in St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Life doesn't wait when you're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in action, helping you get back in action.
And we are back. Time for a scoring recap sponsored by A-Plus Lawn Services and owner Milo Wilson, offering a weed killer special, I should say, for $49 for a standard home lot, front and back, or $225 per acre. You can call them 405-767-3382. We just witnessed a 59-yard drive by the Falcons and a 6-yard TD run, plus the 2-point conversion by Ricky Hunt to put the Millwood Falcons up 30-20. The kick is short and is picked up off the carpet at the 15-yard line, making 1 man, 2 men, 3 men, and going to be brought down short of the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 29, 1st and 10 for the Beavers. So now the Beavers have to actually pick up the pace. We're going to find out exactly what they have. Now again, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion won't do it. They're down officially 10 points. So they're down 2 scores.
Yeah, so basically this drive is about pride. That's basically what it is.
Well, they got to score quickly. If they can score quickly, they can make it somewhat interesting.
This drive is about pride. I mean, they're.
Well, Coach, I mean, if they.
Okay, if you look at their scoring possessions, they've always been inside our 20-yard lines. So you can't say they can score fast, efficiently, because of the field position. You now got to drive pretty much the length of the field with pretty much you have a running game.
With 1 timeout.
With 1 timeout in 157.
Okay, all right. So you're saying they don't have a chance?
They don't have a chance.
Okay. I say.
And then do an onside as well.
I mean,
and
there's
get
a lot
back,
of things that have to work. Okay.
And then drive the field and get into field goal position.
Metzger pass is intercepted. And that is intercepted by Iverson McElwee. So you have a chance as long as you don't turn the ball over. So Coach said they had to have a lot of things go right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but then you have to go to your weak points. I mean, their strength is the running game. Everybody should know that. But now you have to basically abort that and go to a passing game. So they had a penalty, but we waved it off since we got the interception. But it's like, when you have to go to something you're not strong in, you put yourself in a vulnerable position, and we were able to capitalize on that. So we didn't catch up on turnovers with our score, so I think we did well on that.
So I don't want to have to pick the player of the game. That's the part I don't want to have to do tonight. And you have to do that here, Coach, in what will be 1 minute and 51 seconds. With 1 timeout, the Falcons need 1 first down to end it. So the ball is snapped, and they put the ball in the hand of Big Meach. He makes one man miss, and then he powers ahead for a gain of what will be 4 yards, taking it down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I mean, to me, I'd love to give it to the defense. I know we always look at offense, and yes, Ricky and Xavier is a two-top tonight. I mean, it should be one of those as well. But our defense has done, to me, an exceptional job with the situations that they've been put in. They've done, to me, I think, a great job.
Well, I mean, you got a little time to consider it. I mean, you giving it to me like we're.
Well,
we're
I'm just trying to state my case for you.
You making it sound like we didn't queued up the lady, and she's. I mean, now grant you, she's standing on the sideline as Ricky Hunt gets the ball down inside the 30-yard line, down to the 26. Or is it going to be enough for a first down? And it is going to be enough for the Falcons as a first down inside the 30 at the 27-yard line.
And I think they're pretty much done conceded. I think we can start our kneel-down process here because they're not even going to try to use their last time out. So out of the victory formation, appreciate the Scott City and the Beavers for traveling this far. Great game. A lot of turnovers we need to kind of work on, but we came up with the victory.
All right, the Falcons are going to kneel it with 35 seconds left. And somebody stepped on Big Meech's foot, or I was CJ's foot.
I know those numbers are close together. They're about the same height.
So that will be the final play of the game. And the Millwood Falcons will beat the Scott City Beavers 30-20 as the time starts to wind down. We want to thank our community sponsors for tonight's contest, David Threet's Hair Cafe, Cosmetology College, and Lamor's Family First DUI School. We'll be right back with Falcon Post Game in just a minute. You've been listening to Millwood Falcon Football, sponsored by SSM Health St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.